Welcome back to another Captain Mac live stream. It's a new week. It's time for a new set of live streams. It's Monday. We're getting ready to go. Luna's sitting down there. You can't see her. She's off screen. But welcome to the live stream. Scorpion, how are you today? Are you finally breaking into the world of botany? Did it finally happen? Botany kind of pog, not gonna lie to you. As I mentioned at the end of the last live stream, I'm a bit super lost in Bloodstain, and I've been too lazy to do the research into figuring out where I need to go next. So I wasn't really sure what to play today, and I haven't played Monster Hunter in a little bit longer than I usually go without playing Monster Hunter. And they've added a bunch of new monsters in Monster Hunter Rise, so I figured it was time to pick up some Monster Hunter. And my hair is being really bad today, and I'm gonna fix this because it's bugging me, and I hate it, and I hate my hair. I'm gonna shave it all off. I'm gonna start wearing wigs. Wigs look like Frankie's pompadour. Does that sound good to everybody? Now all I can do is smack up. I'm broke. Now I can do is smack up with my axe. Well, jobs will get you money. That's how jobs work. Money, honey. Anyway, yeah, so it's a fucking monster. I don't gotta introduce the goddamn shit. You just fucking feel like I was a Monster Hunter channel before I was anything else. So, Monster Hunter time. Let's just get a little zoom in here. Hey, how are ya? Captain Mac, I'm zooming in the camera here. Scorpion, how are you today? What have you been up to? Yeah, you can tell I've been away for a bit because there's a bunch of people who want to fucking talk to me. Christ. Alright, what do you want, Market Man? Master Captain Mac, your continuous endeavors are indisputable proof of your ability. So I would like to propose a little challenge of sorts. It won't be an easy one, but it is sure to be within your capabilities. Well, might you prove me your skill once more? Capture a high-rank Magnum Malo. Fucking child's play. Ha, got him, Scorpion. Just playing Final Fantasy 14. Sounds good. I should probably play some Final Fantasy 14 at some point. It took some help from Nagako and the others, but we can now forge more kinds of decorations for you. We face some grueling hunts from here on, I'm sure. I'm sure. Make sure your gear doesn't leave you lacking. Okay. Captain Mac, there's something should tell you about, if you have a moment. We've made the necessary preparations so you have layered armor made. Lets you change the look of your regular armor. Honestly, it's not the sort of thing I would have ever thought of. Nagako suggested it. Said it might help to keep your spirits up. Try it out for yourself, why don't you? Here, have this outfit voucher so you can do just that. Okay. What can I make with it? Forge layered armor. I make the whole Kamuda. No! Bad stinky Nintendo Switch with its stinky button presses. How do I preview? There we go. I am a fan of the Kamuda set, but I don't have enough shit. You only gave me 3 dang vouchers. I need 5. You bad stinky man. You only need outfit vouchers. You don't need the actual stuff. Interesting. Well, you need some Banabra stuff, which is appropriate because Banabra stuff is a pain in the fucking ass to get. How much shit is? Oh my god! They went ahead and made all of it. They made all of it. It's all here. Okay, that's good. That's great. Both of those monsters for no reason. It's not no reason. They have reasons. It's like you know, ecology isn't going to balance itself out because the monster's too strong. So he balances out the nature by slaughtering the predators. It's all about balance. It's all about population control. You know, hunters hunt deer for the same reason. Captain Mac, I've got a special surprise for you. Ready? It's a pretty big deal. Okay, layered armor for the Cats. Got it. Thank you. All right, you've probably got something important to talk to me about. Microwave, how are you today? About the thought of a real challenge sets that hunter solo of yours on fire. And I got a challenge for you. We can't let those skills of yours go to waste now. Gotta keep moving. And of course, I mean moving up. I've been looking for someone that's got that fire burning hot inside him. This quest ain't for the faint of heart. Ain't nothing run of the mill about it. Just like you. And that's why I called you over. I already have a special Pedalis prepared as a reward. Now get to it. Wahaha. Oh, that looks like a pain in the ass. Well, the Spyro and Rathian aren't a problem. It's the fucking Tigrex. Kill them all. Well, I'm definitely gonna kill them all. I'm just saying there's a good reason for it. Very out of shape. Rode my bike to the office and nearly died from exhaustion. That sounds terrible. Ugh. I'm doing just fine. Just fine indeed. Had a fine day at work. Bit sleepy today. I stayed up too late last night. I do this thing. So on my days off, usually I shower in the morning before I go to work. But on my days off, I like to shower at night so I can also shave and it doesn't eat into my morning at all. So I'll shower at night, sleep, and then I'll get up in the morning and then just lay back down on the couch and get some sleep in. And so I get a little bit of extra sleep on the days that I shower at night because obviously, you know, I don't have to shower in the morning. And frequently, I use that as an excuse to stay up a bit later. But realistically speaking, the amount of time that I stay up does not compare to the amount of extra sleep I get in the morning. Because, you know, I'll stay up an hour late and then I'll gain an extra like 20 minutes of sleep time. Like, it doesn't balance out at all. So I need to stop doing that. Does your neck feel better? Yeah, I'd say so. My knee still hurts, but my neck is good now. I think I'm just dying. I've been waiting for you, Captain Mac. I just heard from the Hunters Guild. You've unlocked your HR. Congratulations! And it'll keep increasing the more you accomplish out in the field. That's what'll prove your abilities as a hunter. The higher your rank, the more challenging the quests we get to tackle. Okay. Thank you. Alright, what the fuck do we got? There's gotta be some new shit going on. What about, I probably have to. I gotta do the hub quest all on my own, all by my lonesome, before it'll unlock new other quests. My current hub progress is to reach HR 20. I think I'm HR 8 right now. It's funny how little grinding I've done in this game. I basically, like, I beat all the monsters. I got as far as you could before, I don't know how to check what HR I am. I got as far as I could, and then I just kind of stopped playing because I was like, I'm not going to grind this game out I'm just going to grind it when PC comes out. Maybe we are dying. I think I mean, ultimately, is that not a theme of this channel? We're all dying to some extent. What the fuck? Aren't I supposed to talk to you about some stupid shit? Hey. You fuck. Oh, I got it. Oh, I get it. I have to get to HR 20 before I can start unlocking new monsters, and that's just fucking great. Frankie 2 is cuddly. He's a good boy, that Frankie 2. I can't ride him on the hub, can I? His armor doesn't look very comfortable to hug, though, to be honest. I'll be the first to admit that. Alright, just give me some fucking random quests. How do I do online quests again? Ah, hecky. Touch the quest board. Oh, did they finally... Oh, my... It looks like they finally split Rampage quests out so you don't have to do them from high rank. Hopefully. That'd be fantastic. That'd be fucking fantastic. Because I don't want to do that. I don't. Oh, but I do need to do these. No, that one's checked. That one's good. Haven't done this one, though. Double Wrath. Double Diablos. Hopefully there's someone doing this. I think they've adjusted the multiplayer. I don't think you could search for specific quests before. This is interesting. The tower defense thing? Yeah. Yeah. It looks like they... Before, when you pressed random, it would give you any quest. But I think now they split it off so Rampage quests can be done separately from high rank and low rank quests. Which is good because they're stupid and I hate them. Fuck you. Alright, I'll just start the damn quest myself. Fuck off. They heard you complain. Honestly, like, I do a service, I feel like, you know. The amount of bitching I did while playing through Dark Souls 2, FromSoft is going to hear it, and they'll adjust Elden Ring. I don't think Elden Ring's going to be nearly as... anything close to what fucking that disaster of a game was. But, you know, they might have taken notes like, oh, we did this again by mistake. We got to fix that, you know? Who knows? I don't remember what all these things do. I'll just do some safer ones. Everybody should pay me. Everybody should give me money. I'm so smart and handsome and cool. I just don't understand how I'm not rich and famous yet. Honestly, what the fuck? You guys ever think about that? You guys ever stop and think like, man, it's bullshit that Mac is not rich and famous yet? Because I think about it all the time. Pisses me off. This game is probably more fun to go through with friends, and I realize I'm still barely past low rank. Oopsie. Oopsie, Kanan. I'm not that far either. I mean, I was just talking about how like I beat the game and I just didn't touch it again because like I don't want to grind on the Switch version because I'm gonna pick up the PC version. And I don't want to like burn myself out on the game before PC comes out, and I don't want to like grind out a bunch of materials and armor and weapons and shit that I'm not gonna be using. So I did fucking eat, didn't I? I forgot the health and Okay, I forgot the health and stamina are weird in this game. Fuck, it's been a while since I played this dang ass game, huh? Alright, well I got you wouldn't like this quest anyway, Kanan. I'm hunting 2 Diablos, so. Woo! Woo! Get up there! Get on up there, Frankie! Oh, Frankie 2 can't go that way. Fuck, I don't remember how to get through these maps. Oh, this looks like a way. What HR? I'm HR 8, which is 1 past the rank you get just by beating the game. Well, there you go. If you beat the game, then you're probably right where I'm at. Now I have a mission. I have to get to HR 20, I think, before it'll start unlocking new monsters. Mind if I hop in? You're welcome to. I don't know if you can hunt, if you can join my hunt mid-progress, but let me. I don't know if you're playing. Are you playing again in voice chat? Because if so, I gotta put headphones on. I'll probably doze off comfortably. Do you ever not doze off during my streams? Sometimes you make it to the end. I shouldn't say that. Sometimes, not always. Oh shit, I gotta like switch windows so I can. These people are gonna be pissed at me. Because I'm just sitting here like a dum-dum. Okay, I should be good to hear your sweet voice. When the time comes. Okay, back to work. Alright, I think this little fucker's underground. That was a long... He just left! I just got here and he just left! Oh, son of a... I'm sorry, I got a sneezies. Oh, big old sneeze boy. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Alright, I gotta remember how to do the jump move. This is a stupid game. Stupid dog shit Monster Hunter fucking sucks. The game sucks. Hello, Diablos. Did you miss me? That's gonna hurt. No, we're good actually. Kind of pog. Don't know if you guys knew this or not. What's up, Diablos? Woo. Okay, Max gotta like get used to playing this game. It's been, I don't think I've ever gone this long without playing Monster Hunter. It's been a hot sec. The last time I played Monster Hunter was when Scorpion and I beat Elatreon, so that took a while. Woohoo! Give me those fucking files, dickhead! Thanks, asshole! You stupid Diablos, you just gave me the fucking strength to defeat you, you stupid idiot. I didn't mean to charge just now, I pressed the wrong button because I'm done. Why did his scream just kind of cut out there? It sounded odd. Maybe it's just because I'm wearing headphones. It's on his screen for a second. Uh-oh. Ooh! Ooh! My boy did some damage! Hot damn! Actually, it's not really enough to worry about, but I'll still pop a little potion. Okay, and now I definitely have to pop a potion. Because Diablos is on his shit. I forgot I wasn't getting on it. This is my... Well, it's my favorite franchise of games. I'd say World is my favorite of the Monster Hunter games. Woohoo! but definitely like I count them all as one big thing. So, woo! That's a fast boy. Let me tell you. Come here, you fast boy! I'm gonna slash your tail. That's right. I just discharged on your chest. I'm heading over to your mom next. Haha. Oh, I tried to block the screech. It did not work. Oh, is that you, Kanan?
One and only.
There he is.
Yep, I didn't even have updates. Oh, also HR5, so, you know, barely passed.
Oh. Well, I mean, that probably still means you have some required quests to do before you're quite at my level, but it actually doesn't matter because I just need to grind out some HR levels anyway, so we can just do whatever you need to do, and that'll work out fine.
Yeah, well, honestly, we'll see what I need to do, because I got past that cutscene where that one, I don't even know what it is, some kind of wyvern flies through the air, and I think Hinoka is the one who gets knocked in her ass? I'm not too sure if Minato or Hinoka that, is it Hinoka? Am I saying it right?
Hinoka?
Hinoa, sorry, close. Hinoka's the one from Fire Emblem.
I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Yeah, no, the twins. One's
I don't
Hinoa.
honestly remember. I thought it was Hinoka, but I don't totally know.
Yeah, no, it's Hinoa.
Good to see what the captain really likes to play. I like to play everything.
Yep, he does, actually. And also, by the way, hi stream.
Good to see what. I'll pretend like I knew this was a different Monster Hunter game. Microwave. They look completely different. This game has the dog. The other one doesn't have the dog.
Yo,
Can't tell the difference from that alone. Don't get a dog in the other Monster Hunter.
unfortunately not, because the Palamute would be real nice sometimes. And we'll,
The only thing I don't like about the Palamutes is that, like, with them attacking and 4 hunters attacking, it gets to be a real fucking mess visually. But they are
Yes,
really
it
nice for
does.
moving around.
I think it's barely upgraded to like high rank levels. Let's have a look.
I'm
Oh,
still,
right.
like, I haven't grinded out any armor. I'm using, like, a pretty shit weapon. Like, I'm using, like, the only weapon I could get with blue sharpness.
I think
Without
I
having to
know.
grind on something.
Yep, been there, done that. Ah,
So I didn't want to grind because I was like, I'm gonna play this on PC again, and I don't want to have the situation I have with World where I have like certain things grounded out on one platform and other things not grounded out on another. It's just annoying. So I thought they added a dog to the game. No, this is a completely different game. It's on a totally different platform. It's on the Switch. You should play this Microwave. You die a lot. It probably wouldn't like it much, but you'd get a dog.
oh come on, Rise is easy as balls.
This is Microwave we're talking about. The hardest game she's played is Breath of the Wild.
If Microwave, tell me, have you finished Breath of the Wild?
I actually don't know. I assume.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for chat to catch up now. 'Cause I have no idea what the delay is set to.
Shouldn't delay is set to. It's just set to go live right away.
Yeah, no, there's always gonna be like a small.
I mean, there's
delay
always some
between-
latency, but it's nothing you set.
Oh, there you go. Microwave, you would be fine playing this. If you finish Breath of the Wild, you'd be fine.
I fully disagree with that.
No, seriously though. Have you fought the Windblight Ganon? You fought the
Windblight Ganon is not that bad.
Well, the blights themselves, not like Ganon, but the blights. They can be such a pain.
I wouldn't put them on the level of Diablos.
I would.
I would put them even close.
No, I would. Like, Windblight Ganon was like, that was the first one I ever did in Breath of the Wild, and it was a pain in the dick.
For reference, I didn't manage to finish Yoshi's Crafted World. See, that's something else you gotta consider.
Yeah,
I
but
cried through the
Crafted
whole
World is-
Blight fights.
You might want to sharpen or something, because you're just bouncing off of that monster over there.
I was hitting his tail. What do you expect?
Oh,
It's a-
I thought you were hitting like the claw or something.
no, I was hitting his fucking tail.
Fair.
You're about to start with that Diablo's tail. You might want to sharpen them, boy.
Yeah, better sharpen that sword of yours to make it blunt enough to hit a Diablo's tail.
You better be able to cut through rock before you go hunting the Diablos, boy. I do feel good to play some Monster Hunter, though. I miss this game every time I don't play it for a while.
Fair enough.
Especially after playing Dark Souls 2, it's like, you know, the combat
Oh.
is in a similar state, so it just feels
Oh.
good to play something that's good.
Come on, that is an unfair comparison. Anything is better than Dark Souls 2. Come on.
No, I don't know about anything, but it's definitely the weakest of those games by a long
Oh, yeah.
shot. Oh, what the fuck? Why are you tossing rocks over there, Diablos? Yeah, I definitely have some rust to kick off here. See, now I might need to sharpen your boy down to yellow.
Sorry about the typing, by the way. I'm back on my old keyboard, which... oh, this is stupid. I bought a new one.
Let me just stop you right there.
enough.
Did you know that Sean has a hobby of collecting loud keyboards?
I did not.
He's obsessed with keyboards. He knows all about the different kinds of keys. He has like 8 different keyboards, and he loves the ones that are like super loud. So I'm used to it.
Fair enough. Yeah, but I mean, I also have to, you know, mind
you gotta be
stream
capping.
because this is broadcasting right onto that, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I try to keep it down because I know what it sounds like for other people, but I
Frankie,
did
get your... Sorry, I gotta yell at my dog. Get your ass over here, boy! Pressing the button, the dang ass dog was ignoring me.
Oh, I saw that. It was pretty great. But no, I'm back on my my old keyboard, which was starting to just feel ever so slightly, not to the point where it was really annoying to work with, but I was like, yeah, I better upgrade now. I get a new keyboard, have to go mine somebody else's house for freaking 3 weeks, come back, I finally get to use it, and it's broken.
Oh,
Semicolons sometimes appearing in words, letter duplications, that sort of fun stuff. So,
oh, great. One of these fucking Jaggies woke up this Diablos right before my super ant.
Yep, catching up to it now.
They ruined it! My big moment! My spotlight!
I think you have a camera on you the entire time. You're okay.
Listen, no one wants to see that. They want to see me do cool stuff in video games. I only put the fucking camera on so gamers know they're not alone.
Oh, speaking of, hang on. It was taking balls. I had a stupid idea, but it would take a hot minute to set up, and that's not fun for anybody to watch on stream. But I could get my Vika model on stream here if.
Yeah, that would definitely be something we need to plan ahead for.
Yeah, I mean it takes some cropping on the Discord video call. So yeah, that takes a hot minute. That's something. I was like, hang on, I could totally do that right now. Wait, no, hang on. He doesn't have that stuff set up. Oops.
Sure don't.
Nope, you were not prepared for this. Besides, where will you even put it?
He's not. I don't know. On
You wanna
top
put
of
it
me.
in these nuts?
Or just put it over my camera. It'll be fine.
Nah.
No one else
Gotta-
can see that anyway.
I mean,
See what I'm doing here? I'm baiting for comments by saying that no one wants to see my camera, so that they'll say that they do, and then I'll ask them why, and then they'll call me handsome. It's a smart tactic. I learned it from
you're-
Instagram girls.
I will say this. It took me a hot minute to get used to you having a camera on stream because I usually, especially at that time, watch streamers without camera.
I mean, it took me a while to get used to it too, because I'd never used one. But like, it's been more than 2 years since I brought out my webcam. Can you believe that?
Mm-hmm. I totally believe it.
I
And
think
suddenly it's like, blink, time passed. What?
I think at this point, like, I've spent more time on stream with the camera than without, which is weird to think about.
Exactly. And there's the second part. I got so used to it that I cannot really imagine your stream without a camera now.
I know, right? It's weird.
So yeah, you are currently a necessity for your own stream.
Well, I like to think that the best part of my live streams is the fact that people can laugh at me. So I'd agree with that.
No, honestly, with you. I only laugh at you when you're generally doing something dumb.
So most of the time.
No, that's like maybe 20% of the time.
Shit,
And most of the time you plan for it, so I don't know.
Microwave saw through my plan, baiting for compliments so you can complain about getting them. Not today, Satan.
Right there you
But
go.
like Microwave, when you first started watching me, I didn't use a camera. Like, isn't that weird to think about? How like everybody's just used to it now. It's hard to imagine my streams without it when I never had it to begin with.
Yeah, that's part of it, but also where, I mean, we already knew what you looked like because you had a channel trailer where you.
Yeah, well, I never was worried about showing my face.
No, so you know, it's not as if we didn't know what you looked like, but yeah, it just adds to the stream. It just does.
Yeah, well, I used to think of it as like, oh, well, my comedy should be the content. The webcam isn't going to add to my comedy. And then I realized, like, oh, the webcam can be content, so.
Mm-hmm. It's the only reason why I never did it was because privacy.
Which is totally valid.
Right? So, I mean, there are some pictures of me on the internet, I know that, but they're all, like, locked away in safe, like, walled-off gardens, so it's not as if anybody can just type in, like, just Kenan or Kenan Eldari and find the picture, so I did a good job there, I think. But it's still, especially since last Sunday when I finally kicked off with my model for the first time for VTubing, it was so different to me, at least. It just felt different. Like, I felt like I was doing a better job just because I had something more interactive on screen, you know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's I had the same kind of experience where it was like, oh, all of a sudden I realized that, like, my facial expressions and how I move can be in itself adding to the comedy.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And that's why I'm happy you have the camera.
I'm happy to see you. I don't know, it's fun. But you always saw my face? Okay, even if you always saw my face on stream, you watched my Breath of the Wild videos, before, which were definitely pre-webcam. Because that was, like, right when my channel started.
Was that? Wow, was Breath of the Wild pre-webcam? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, oh,
wow.
Definitely. That was 27. I started playing Breath of the Wild, like, 2 months after my channel started.
Wait, what? I mean, I know I saw you play Master Mode. I guess I'm
yeah, you're probably confusing that, because that was like yeah. Last year.
Yeah, because I never watched the original playthrough of Breath of the Wild then, I think.
Don't.
Fair enough. I won't. I honestly, part of me sometimes thinks I should redo a bunch of my Zelda stuff. I mean, heck, I'm replaying Skyward Sword right now. And the stupidest thing is, it took me so long to get the entire thing done with just 2 days a week, you know? And well, actually, technically 1 day a week. And then I'm thinking, why would I do that to myself?
Fair enough, Microwave.
But yeah, just to make him better, you know? Much like much like you're against, well, not against, you're not a fan of your current Breath of the Wild playthrough.
It was indicative of the time, and it's...
Yeah.
It was it's like, it's not necessarily that it was bad, it was so clear how hard I was trying, which is endearing in its own right, but it's not what I do anymore, because I don't feel like I need to try so hard, because it comes a lot more naturally to me, you know?
Yeah, oh man, I feel that, ugh.
Especially video editing, I saw none of them back then. Well, back then I didn't really do a lot of video editing. I would just cut out dead air. Those videos were intentionally low editing wise.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of
which is exactly why I grow bored of doing them, because I'm an editor and I get bored of not editing things.
I guess I'm a lot more complacent than you in that regard, because I can do it. I've demonstrated that in part with my Knockout City video. But
but I mean, it's understandable though, because like editing is like my life's passion, and it's my reason for being. To edit is to be Mac, whereas for other people, it's like it's a means to an end. Like, you enjoy making videos, but maybe not necessarily the editing process.
Mm-hmm. But then again, you know, your current stuff is just very indicative of your passion for the whole thing.
My obsession, my compulsion to edit.
I mean, if you want to call it that, sure.
That's absolutely what it is. I'm an obsessive person when it comes to editing.
Fair enough. Also, I need to probably hop in on your game, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember how to do the online shit at all.
I do. Hang on. You need to go out to that cat.
Which cat? There's a lot of cats.
By the stairs next to the main hound show of the village.
Was this fucking stairs?
Yeah, there's stairs like right up to the
No,
biggest
I
house.
know. I just didn't know he was over there. I'm sorry, Kenan. I know you don't like this kind of thing.
I got
The mailman?
Yep, the mailman.
Oh shit. Create a lobby.
Yep.
I won't make
Wow,
it.
did you drink more fizz before the stream or something?
What?
Did you drink more fizz before you started
I'm
the
drinking
stream?
fizz actively. Your boy's got some ginger ale.
Ah, gotcha. Let's see. Let's see. Find a lobby. Hang on. Oh, you could probably give me a lobby ID and I'll probably find yours faster that way.
I just created a super default lobby, so if randos join,
That's
it is what it is.
sure. Oh, you could have just added the passcode and called
I
it
didn't
today.
even add a passcode.
No, I see that. Oh, you're HR11 already. All right, fair enough.
Oh, I
have no
probably
idea
got
what
some levels for doing that quest just now because I was definitely HR8 before,
you- Gotcha.
but I just killed 2 Diablos, so that's probably worth some
Yep.
shit.
Oh, I can just view lobby info, enter lobby. There we go.
Were you able to
Joining
find
the
it through
lobby.
like friends or something?
Yep. Thank
Who
goodness.
cares?
There we go. Hi. I can finally see it on my home screen now.
What's up?
Life.
What's your dog's name?
This is Jay.
Jay's stinky.
Yeah, he is. He needs a bath.
Beautiful green eyes. Can't even see Frankie's
does.
eyes, but they're pink.
Yeah, I gave him the green eyes because that was just striking when I made him. Like, yeah, no, that's awesome. I want those.
Will I level up if I join other players but contribute nothing? Technically, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you do.
What,
Because
what weapons can I make and or upgrade at this time? Probably none. I'm so annoyed about this. It keeps telling me. I've had this problem. It keeps telling me I have the parts to upgrade my sword that is on my wish list, but I don't have the parts. I don't know why it keeps lying to me.
Because you probably have the parts for the previous one or something?
No, because this is the upgrade is on
Oh.
this wish listed.
Oh, no, I think it's because you have part of the parts for it.
But it says I have all the parts.
Game is drunk.
Maybe I could play MH. Well, you have to advance a certain amount in solo before you can do all the online
Yep.
stuff. At least in this game. In World, you could probably take advantage of other people like that.
Yep, no, but here's the thing, though. Microwave. Even with Rise, the first fights are just... Basically, you are just fighting the controls until you get used to them, but the monsters themselves are not hard to fight. They are not. I've just been... I kind of dropped this game because it's just... Solo, it was just too easy. I'm like, this is not fun for me. And now Mac was playing. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make use of this. I'm going to get some Hunter rank. And of course, I fun with playing with Mac. There you go.
Yeah, that's the side part though.
Yeah, no, I'm mostly here for Hunter rank, Mac. I'm sorry.
I don't fucking believe that would hang out with me either.
I can't give you.
Who would
a
want to
hug
hang
because
out
you-
with me? I got stupid
do.
hair.
So I do too. My hair gets even stupider when it gets longer because it then starts curling. So you know.
Are you talking shit about curly hair over there,
Yep. Because I know what I'm talking about.
bitch?
Touche. I was like, what do I have to counter that with? Like, bastard doesn't work. Bitch saying bitch back doesn't work. Like, what the heck am I? Like suction cup man? No.
Big sucko. I don't want any of these charges. There's no good charges. All the charge modes are like, oh, I got an element attached to me. I don't want to hear elemental garbage. Give me something non-elemental that works.
I feel you. I have that exact same problem with my IG. Like, I think... Oh, I can actually make one of these covered on glaives. It's
like,
better than what I have. It's nuts.
I need like 1 or 2 parts per charge blade, and I don't want to grind at all. So I'm just like, well, hopefully I'll run into a quest for this. Fuck it, this one's working fine. It's just ugly. Oh,
Yeah.
ugly charge blade. Uh-oh.
I mean, have you seen my glaive? It is not pretty.
I like the Magnum Hollow stuff.
Not this one though. I mean, look at it. It's
I think it's fine. Nintendo, how
Yeah.
are you today? I don't remember what the Nargacuga tree looks like. You're right, this is non-elemental, but I don't have the parts for it, so it's not going to happen for the time being. Actually, this one's really decent. Yeah, the Nargacuga one would be a good one to go for.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I have to actually fight things. I actually have to fucking try.
You know what?
I gotta hunt monsters in Monster Hunter?
Nah.
Alright, Canal, what do you gotta do to get your... do whatever you gotta do next?
I got 2 hub quests left that I need to do. So, let's see what we get.
I bet it would look really cool when it spins. You got a point there, Nintendork.
That name, holy crap. Nothing against the name Nintendork, it's just like, wow, okay.
Mike with the...
Let's see, we got a Bishaten, a Bazarios, or a Rathian that I need to do. Or, oh wait, hang on, or a Royal Ludroth. And I'm like, eh.
I mean, we can do whatever, I don't care.
Alright, let's just get a Rathian then and the Bishaten and then call it a day.
Okay.
Alright, hang on, do I send a join request or can you just hop in? Let's see.
I'm pretty sure I can just hop in using the board.
Yep, alright, I just created the... request, no join request because we don't need it.
Condensed Sparky Boom Slash, that's a way better name than the actual name.
Nice.
Do you have it set up as an online quest so randos will join, or is it just gonna be us boys?
It's just us boys.
Us boys, and also I'm a girl, so that's not real at all.
Yeah. Honestly, fair game for all of them.
I'm kind of like a fake boy. I mean, I have short hair, so I'm basically a boy. That's how gender roles work, right?
Oh fuck.
No, Jared, no boys. Boys don't exist. I deleted them.
Yes, I'm now a girl. I am deleted. Wait, what?
My mom says I can't talk to boys. Good. Only women here. I actually don't identify as any gender. I identify as long-haired fuck.
I identify you as Mac. Does that work?
That's fair.
Ha! Identifies a problem and a nuisance.
I could feel that. I could get along with that.
Yeah, that checks. So, I'm totally gonna miss all my buttons, just so you know.
I don't care. I don't even know how to play Monster. This is my first time playing.
Oh right, that's drinking potion. Hold on.
What do you do in this game?
I don't know. Oh crap! And I just drank 2 potions like an idiot.
69 battery pog.
Nice.
What's my phone at? Hang on, it might be. I'm 89%. Damn it! I need to lose 20.
73.
My battery is 2 charged. Oh wait, do we have to hunt all 3 of these fucks?
No, just the one. Just the Rathian.
Oh, sorry. I was looking up in the corner of like the monster tracker, and I was like, "Oh, is that
Oh,
our
yeah,
checklist?" No, it's just Rathian. Okay, I was right
Just
the first
Rathian.
time. God, I have not touched this game in a hot sec.
Yeah, same. I think jeez, when was the last time I touched this? Months ago, for sure.
I beat the game and I just kind of like was like, all right, well, I'll wait for new stuff to come out, and then new stuff came out, and I still didn't play it. I actually haven't played Monster at all since I beat Elatron with Scorpion, which was like a couple months ago.
Also, we indeed had a rando join us. I think. Wait, do it?
I don't see a rando.
Yeah,
I see Frankie too.
Fair. Then I have said nothing.
You lied.
I did. I'm sorry.
Sorry doesn't fix it. Some things can't be apologized for.
Oh no.
I'm a movie trailer voice actor now.
Like, in a world where Mac tries to be a cool guy.
In a world where Kanan made an oopsie.
Right.
Some things can't be apologized for.
Oh, run right into the screaming face of a Rathian. Because, of course I do. Okay, I remember how to dodge.
That's good. That's helps. Oh, yeah, we did have a random join right now. Nindori.
Right?
It's green, but he's a ninja. Get it?
Yep.
Thanks for laughing at my funny joke.
I'm sorry, I'm remembering how to play this.
Fuck that. Just kill it.
I need my bug juice, okay? Jeez, give me a moment.
bug juice. That's what we called fruit punch at one of the summer camps I worked for. It was gross. It was a gross thing to call it. Okay, there's no bugs in this. It's just sugar.
Hold up. Oh, Mulberry. Nope. Antidote. No, we're not carding today, are we, Rifle?
You know, almost all trailers are voiced by the same guy who's just really good at it. And then it became really annoying, and now they're still doing it, and it's still really annoying, and no one likes it anymore, but they still just do it. Probably ranked 69 for 20. Dude, I hope so. What the hell? I mean, we're hunting fucking Rathian. You know, this is the most dangerous monster in the game, right?
Right. Oh. At least I'm remembering how to play this. That's good. Helicopter time. Whee! Oh.
Helicopter? I hardly know her.
Damn it, Mac. That's awful.
It never gets old!
I know.
Never!
I miss playing games with you, dude.
Don't you dare move, Rathian! Yeah!
Ugh.
I only partly hit that, so
Yeah, I got swiped by a tail in the air. Oh, gods! I carded against the Rathian. I feel stupid now.
it's okay. I also got hit by the tail, but I'm not gonna die because I'm not a loser.
I got knocked out of the air by the tail, and then a fireball came to the face. I'm like, oh, okay. Sure.
Rathian left like 2 seconds after she killed you, too.
Of course. Let's see. That's writing. Hang on.
The guy died a couple years ago, which is why more and more trailers have no narrator. They just, like... trailers just always suck. Like, sometimes you watch a trailer for, like, a movie by, like, a director that you like a lot, and it's, like, clearly the trailer was made by somebody who doesn't work for that movie or like, studio, and, like, it's just so generic that you look at it and, like, this is gonna fucking suck, and then you actually watch the movie, and it's like, oh, this was super unique and good. They just made a terrible trailer that said nothing about what the movie actually was.
I mean,
I don't really know where
isn't it a good thing that a trailer doesn't spoil the movie? Because that's a problem I've had with a lot of trailers.
I'm not talking about spoiling the movie. I'm talking about making a movie look interesting versus making it look like every other movie that's ever came out. You know what I mean? Like, every trailer is the same.
Yeah, that's fair.
They all have the same beats, same music, same voice actor.
No, Bishotten, I'm not fighting you. Why was I locked into a Bishotten?
They really just exist for hype. What really pisses me off, and I could talk for a very long time about this, is video game trailers. Because so much more than it used to be. So many video game trailers are just like, yeah, we're not going to show any gameplay, and it's like I don't give a fuck about your stupid anime story. Show me what the gameplay actually is, and they don't. They don't at all.
And this is why with E3, especially this year, I was just not into it. I'm like, okay.
Like, I refuse to pre-order a game if it... And, like, I don't pre-order games a lot anyway. But if a game that I'm actually excited for doesn't have a gameplay trailer, I won't pre-order it. Full stop.
Also,
Stop, because, like, I want to know what the game actually is before I go ahead and buy it. And I that's why I like trailers like the Elden Ring trailer, where it's like a hybrid of, like, the cool story stuff and the gameplay. And God, I'm so pumped about Elden Ring. It looks so good. Just from that 1 minute and a half trailer.
I am mildly interested.
Always gotta be the contrarian over there, don't you, Kanahan?
Not particularly the contrarian. It's just like, I kind of got burned on Sekiro. And I'm worried that they... Oh crap, I really need to start dodging that tail again.
I think Elden Ring is gonna be much more Dark Souls than Sekiro.
I mean, probably, but not, it's not going to be the game they released latest, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean by that, no.
Basically, Sekiro is the last game they released.
Yeah.
And there are going to be lessons they learned in Sekiro and game elements they put into Sekiro.
I might die here. Yeah.
Oh, wow. What, are we both carding against a Rathian? What is this madness?
We're out of practice. It's fine.
That is really true. Holy crap! Yes, we are. A Rathian, though.
I mean, I got poisoned, and then I just didn't have a chance to heal back up.
Yeah, same.
Which is exactly what happened to you. So.
Yeah, that and a fireball.
Are you not winning? Well, we still got one feint, and it's Rathian. So if we lose a Rathian, that's when we start having to feel bad. Like, carts are no big deal.
No, cards are not a big deal. It's just annoying because, like, wow, I carded against this thing, you know? Or here's the thing: I've still not carded ever against the Nargacuga, ever. Not in World, not in this game, and I have no intention of starting anytime soon.
Cool.
Just that is my only flex in Monster Hunter that I will do.
Weird flex, but okay.
I mean, it's just I walked into on the Nargacuga once accidentally in World, and it was like, oh, we're doing this then. Okay.
Yeah, well,
And
did
then
you
I
beat the final boss of Dark Souls 2 one try? Because I don't fucking think so. I did that.
I didn't play Dark Souls 2. Thank goodness.
And you
for that,
should.
Because, thank goodness I should.
Because it's a very bad game.
Yes, exactly. And I'm like, why would I play that? Wait.
But I can
There
just,
you
I can
go.
like tell women that I want to sleep with, and this will definitely work on them too, that I beat the final boss of Dark Souls in one try, and I just won't elaborate on which one. And they'll think, oh my god, he's so cool. He beat Gwyn on his first try. Or he beat the Soul of Cinder on his first try. I want to have this guy's
Yeah.
babies. That's how
Yeah.
women work. They love
Yes.
Dark
that-
Souls.
Yes. It is the best flex to get to get a woman.
I've had
to
sex
do-
4 times since then. And it only happened on Thursday.
Nice. How mean should I make my next joke? I probably shouldn't.
Don't hurt my feelings. I'm on a high right now.
Yep, I will not make the joke.
Someone joined our lobby. Maybe I should have made it private after all. I already don't like them.
Right? They're already making the fight harder, that's for sure. Jay? Hello? Oh, there you are. Come on, little doggy. Oh,
Whoa, doggy.
wait. What am I even focusing on? There we go.
Joe.
Well, I'm not even looking at chat right now. That's your job.
I don't
go
do
to
my
check.
job. Bold of you to assume I try my video game job.
Uh-oh. But no, I missed this nice playing video games.
Yeah, it's been a very long time since we played anything together, I feel like.
Right? Too long, in fact. And no, I'm not going to sing Daft Punk because even though I would like to, not the time.
You can't anymore. They disbanded. Their music doesn't exist.
Too long.
No, that's illegal! You're gonna get the FBI on this stream. They disbanded. You can't sing their music anymore. They don't. No! Stop! Daft Punk died. The guy exploded.
Well, one of them.
Frankie, get over here.
Why are you fight? You can fight the Bishantan on your own. You can deal with that. I'm not gonna.
Happy Satin. Why did you interrupt me when I was trying to sharpen? That's awfully rude. Don't touch me, motherfucker.
I should probably do that, sharpen. Where's that thing?
Yeah, it helps sometimes.
I mean, it wasn't even out of the green yet, so it's fine. But, you know.
Better out of the green than into the red. That's my saying.
Though still with the bug stick, you're fine in the red. Considering how much red this bug stick has, yeah, no, you'd be fine.
You trying to eat over there, jackass? Who said you were allowed to eat nuggies on my stream?
Also, better grab these antidotes for a change. Normally, I don't even need to because I got plenty, but this is just stupid. Ow! Stop with the
motherfucker, you
poison!
tried.
Jeez.
Ow!
Okay.
Okay. Did they get both of it?
Yeah.
Blocked
they
it.
did.
Oh, I might die. Whew, that was close.
Please don't.
Nothing be wanting me. Can you mute words on Twitch chat? Yes, I can.
Yep.
I know
Totally
there's a
can.
few words that are already auto-modded on my channel, but there's a lot more that I've un-auto-modded because Twitch for some reason decided to auto-mod them and it didn't really make sense. So
Like, just the word fuck, you know? I mean... honestly, I had to mute it on my stream, unfortunately, because it's like rated PG-13. But, yeah, this is like... Some of them are just like, come on, this is fine, don't worry about it. Oh, hey, there we go, Tail.
yeah, some of them just don't make sense at all.
Yeah. Like, here's a funny one. apparently simping or simp is apparently not allowed by the terms and service of Twitch.
Yeah, that's actually a big thing.
Yeah, and I don't know why.
You can get banned for saying it.
Apparently.
It's
So
because
that's-
it's because of all like the people using it on like Twitch women a lot when that became a meme for a bit.
And they just banned it straight up. Yeah, you know what? I can understand that.
Your muted words aren't in my vocabulary. I wouldn't expect them to be. They're very bad words. There's not a lot that I'll auto mod.
I am curious now after stream to actually learn what's on your list because.
Oh, you know, all the big ones. The N word, the F word.
Oh,
you know, the F
yeah.
word that doesn't end. The next letter is not U but A. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
The big
Got it.
ones.
Yeah, no, that's. Oh, and then
This is the
random
fucker who
thing.
joined our stupid lobby. How? We had to be like 4 hits away from killing Rathia to this son of a bitch.
You would just input the entire vocabulary in microwave? Oh, man. That's like, okay, we carded because we were just rusty, but that guy had no reason to.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, it
Who
is.
cares?
It's just a rusty.
Remember, at the end of the day, we're both gonna die.
True.
You know, a few years from now. Wait, what if
few
Nintendo
years from now,
really is
Jesus, man.
HR 420? Nintendo made a joke about Nindori being HR 69420. He's actually HR 420.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Wow. Yeah. And you know what? I can't even give Quintet a lot of shit considering I fainted against the same freaking round.
Yeah, we can't complain. If he dies
No.
next time, we can.
I mean, we can still kick him maybe and then set the lobby to private.
We could fucking kill him. We could go to his house and murder him.
No. And you complain about me getting the FBI in your case. Jesus.
I'm just saying I'm gonna kill some. There's nothing wrong with that.
Uh-huh.
Find me a cop that hasn't heard someone say they're gonna kill somebody.
Uh-huh.
You only get to say stuff through my PayPal via payments.
Ah.
And people on my Twitch chat actually aren't allowed to talk unless they donate $5 first.
or your friend.
All right, are you gonna post this quest again?
I am. I was just gonna have to deal with the food stuff. Because I know I will forget otherwise. Oh, I actually can come on up points for this nonsense. Okay. Where are you? There we go. I'm creating the quest. But yeah, HR 420. I'm surprised they didn't stop playing.
That is like a thing with some streamers though. You know, have you ever heard of Low Tier God?
I have not.
He's just
actually.
like extremely toxic fighting game player.
Oh boy.
And every stream, his chat has to collectively donate. I think it's like $30 to unlock his webcam.
What? Wow.
Like, he won't turn on his webcam until people give him $30 first.
What a fucking asshole.
He's the worst. He doxes people. He's extraordinarily toxic. He doxes people who talk shit on him. He doxes like fans. He doxes like he's a piece of shit. He's like showed people's address on stream and like encouraged them to go fuck with them. It's yeah, he's a piece of shit. I'm surprised he's like not permabanned off of every
right?
platform
Because
ever.
that would have been a very nice, example of a permabanner right there.
Yeah, he's a real piece of shit.
So why are we
There's
talking about this guy?
What's that?
So why are we talking about this guy?
Well, because I made the joke about like everyone has to give me $5 before they can chat.
Ah, got it.
And but like he actually does something along those lines. Give me $30
Got it.
or you cannot see my handsome face. Now there's a couple short documentaries about that guy on YouTube. If anyone's interested, go check it out. There's a whole history of this guy being a piece of shit.
Oof. Oh wow, I got swiped on the back swipe. Jeebus. I forgot to restart my potion. Oops. Forgot that doesn't auto restart here. I'll walk by a chest in a minute once Rathian goes flying. Okay, now then. Time for some burgers.
Woohoo! Try to hit me again, Rapti. You will see. You have a difficult time. I am like the lightning. Fast and I strike hard.
So you have become Poe? Got it.
Who?
Poe. Kung
Who's
Fu
Poe?
Panda. Kung Fu Panda?
Oh, well, I haven't seen that movie in a very long time. I did not get that reference.
Jeez, I haven't seen it in a while either, but wow, okay.
You know what I did see yesterday, though? Cars. So, you know what? I'm like Lightning McQueen.
Sure, let's go with Lightning McQueen. Oh, hi.
Quick as
Did you
Sting like
just
a
get a
hornet. I watched this yesterday, and I don't remember.
Wow.
Sting like a hornet. Something like a beamer. Beaver.
Oh, I'm riding
Go,
I'm riding
go
one.
fast, fuck, quick. That's his tagline. Everybody knows. Everybody knows that. Lightning McQueen, his main line. Fuck, quick, die fast. Ray J, can you not? Ray J's gonna kill me trying to pick up this material underneath him. He's gonna shoot his lasers at me.
He's gonna fire his Kamehameha at you. Oh.
But no, it's been a very long time since I watched the movie Cars, and I watched it yesterday. It's a pretty good movie.
It's
know,
not bad,
Owen
no.
Wilson is
Cars 2 is pretty awful. by
I've
the
never
way.
seen Cars 2, but Cars 1 is solid.
Sure, yeah, fair.
Owen
I mean,
Wilson's a pretty good voice actor. You know, his performance, I didn't even realize it was Owen Wilson at first in Loki, but his performance in that was fantastic.
You didn't realize it was Owen Wilson? Really?
No, because my image of Owen Wilson is like the classic, like him with like long blonde hair, not like short hair and a mustache. So it didn't connect. Then I started
Wow,
hearing his
okay.
voice, and I was like, this guy sounds familiar. Who is this? And I was like, oh, it's fucking Owen Wilson.
I saw it the moment I saw my screen. Like, wow, the voice and that look. Like, wow, they got Owen Wilson for this. Nice.
Yeah, he looked very different from his regular self, but he killed it in that role. Mobius is a cool character.
Oh yeah, Mobius did real well. Like, in fact, the entire thing of Loki. Apart from, wait, how spoilery are we gonna get for this one?
I'd say let's just not. Like I'm assuming we've both seen all of it, but we don't know
Yeah.
what everyone else has. So
Yeah, fair. I will say one non-spoilery thing then. The ending, they had to for writing reasons.
yeah, I didn't
ending
expect it to be a cliffhanger ending though, since neither WandaVision nor
Yeah, that's the
Captain
one.
America and the Winter Soldier were. Sorry, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Oh well.
I mean, they're just gonna rename it next season anyway. So
Yeah, they are. They are, and everybody's gonna be like, wait, what?
But no, of the Marvel shows, I think Loki was my favorite.
Yes. Oh yeah, easy.
And that's, you know, I really liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So that's
I was okay with it, but I watched it. Watched it more for the lore and the continuity of Marvel's universe than I did for actually liking how they cut and edited the story.
I mean, it wasn't, you know, it was very, like, the thing I liked about both WandaVision and Loki, and I wasn't big on WandaVision, to be honest with you, but, like, the thing that I liked about both WandaVision and Loki is that they were very, like, out of sync. I don't know how to say it. Like, they were unique in terms of, like, how they told their story compared to what you
Yes.
expect from Marvel works.
Yes.
Like, Falcon and the Winter Soldier were very, like, this is a Marvel show.
You've already said it. It's fine.
And so, like, I can see from that aspect, like, it's very, like, compared to Loki and WandaVision, very, like, regular editing, regular storytelling that you would expect from a Marvel work. So I can understand that aspect of it, but I really like I really like Sam and Bucky as characters, and I especially loved, like, Bucky's character arc throughout it. So,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Here's the thing. Their character arcs were solid. Their character arcs were absolutely solid. What wasn't, though, was the consistency at which the story paced itself and how the characters responded to things.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, no. Because there are a couple of times when Sam's, like, response to something does not cut with his character at all. Like, it does not work. Or he comes to a conclusion that just is so left field suddenly for Sam that it just makes no sense. And I'm wondering, like, I was left reeling at, like, various times dealing with that show. Just out. Oh, I just dodged that one.
I got a shark.
Where the character progression overall was good. Like Bucky and Sam both go through a very good character arc that deals with a lot of issues they've been dealing with over the course of the Marvel movies. Much more for Bucky than for Sam, but in part for Sam it's more important because of what it means in the larger context of culture.
You have a solid point there, but I don't know. Maybe I just didn't notice it, or it didn't bother me as much.
Yeah, but yeah, just simple example. They get to somewhere in, I don't know, somewhere in what looks like Austria, and Bucky says, "Oh, fuck! I got bad with poison. Crap, my armor's so bad. Oh, hang on, before I fall over."
No, not the tail. No, not the tail.
Okay,
Grab the
cool.
material. There we go.
But no, simple example where Bucky was like in Austria with Zemo and Sam, and Bucky's like, I'm just gonna go for a walk, and suddenly there's a Wakandan there.
That
like,
did kind of bother me.
And that is the prime example of it. Like, what? I mean, I know he has a connection to the Wakandans because of the movies, but the way that was just formulated and what the Wakandan lady was expecting of him, it just did not click. And I'm like, what? Excuse you?
I feel like that part of it like made perfect sense to me and like was valid in my eyes. What bothered me was that he was just like, I'm gonna take a walk, and both Sam and Zemo were just like, all right, cool, and they didn't question it at all.
Exactly.
It's like we're in a
And
foreign country being pursued by like murderers, and you're just gonna be like, I'm gonna take a walk. Like that bothered me.
Yeah, I mean, okay, to be fair, Bucky is really hard to kill.
Yes, but like it's still like if I was Sam, I would have been like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right?
Where are you going?
Exactly. So, and that's just one example of many times where I'm like, oh, why are we fighting a Vishantin?
They're grabbing it so they can fight Rathian with it, I think.
Okay, cool. They can do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab some materials and hunt that Rathian. Thanks. But yeah, no, and if I go through the show like per episode, I could probably point out more scenes like that just straight up bothered me from a writing perspective. So, I mean, it picked itself back up around like the last episode or two. It picked itself back up and basically got over itself and its problematic storytelling and delivered an ending that was worthy of what it basically the franchise deserved. What it should have been. But until it gets to that point, it is such a disjointed series that I was just firmly place it on the lowest of the Marvel series currently made.
I really did not feel that at all. I think we had totally different experiences with it. I was really into it.
Hey, dude, totally fair. Totally fair. I mean, I've told you about my opinion on Batman: The Dark Knight, right?
No, I haven't seen those movies, so I wouldn't really have any context for it.
Fair enough. Basically, the Joker was amazing. Everything else was just really bad storytelling. Where when I was watching that one in the theater with a friend of mine when it was just out, because we'd seen the first one, and I was like, yeah, this is great. We went and saw the second one, and at one point, literally during the viewing, we switched scenes, and I'd literally look over to him and go like, what the fuck just happened? They just lost me completely. And that entire movie is pretty much exemplar of just bad writing, directing, and storytelling. Great characters. Everything else was just awful.
Let's see.
So yeah, oof, barely dodged that. Also, I totally forgot to cut the tail, but whatever.
You know, I might have as well.
Oops. Rip us, I guess.
It's fine. It's Rathian shit. It's only, a fire charge, but who cares?
Yeah, or a fire stick. I don't need it. At least we have de-rusted, because, we haven't carded against this stupid thing yet.
Yep.
Oh, I should check it. Anyway. Hold up, Rathian. Go play with my friends over there for a sec. Wow, that was an explosion. Was that you?
I didn't explode.
Huh. Because that was a giant explosion right above Rathian. Oh well. Neat. Man, I feel like I've only been doing helicopter blades the entire time. Just fighting this thing. There we go, there's a limp. Alright, we done. Whee. And honestly, I don't really care whether we capture it or kill it. Either or is fine.
I really, at this point, I just leave it up to like other people who join the hunt. Like I'll always just kill it by default, and if other people try to capture it, I'm not going to stop them.
Yep.
I'm too lazy to keep myself stocked up on capture supplies, even if it means more rewards. Because you know what? Even if I go for more rewards from a capture, I'm going to miss out on certain card rewards. So at the end of the day, it means nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true. It's honestly just depending on which parts you need, and then I decide what to do with it.
Yeah, if I'm looking for certain parts, then I'll start worrying about it. But otherwise,
Yeah, if it's basically just me trying to clear the quest as fast as possible, I'll always go for a capture. But if I'm not particularly fussed, or it's just a weak monster, like low rank, anything, like you need something for a blade, yeah, I'll just go and attack for it. Like, doesn't matter. And, there we go. Oh hey, I killed it with a bug. I killed it with a bug. And there you go. Have my like, Mac.
I got likes from everybody.
Woo!
I gave likes to everybody.
Yay! Oh man, I have no idea what the tail is, and I'm on the handheld mode right now, and I can't see it at all.
It's in 1.
Oh, bro.
It doesn't get marked on the map the way it did in World.
Oh, really?
Unless it is if you don't carve it, in which case I have carved it, but I really don't know.
Alright, let's see if I can make it back to the main camp and get it. Let's find out. Pog. Nice.
I went hard on the PogChamp memes for a long time here. I really needed, like,
Nice.
I have that new emote slot. I really just got to get a Captain Mac Pog emote. I think that would work well with my channel.
It would. It really would. And emotes are not
Your
that
boy
expensive
do
to
be
get
saying
them.
that.
Yep. But yeah, no, emotes are not expensive to get these days, especially if you go via stuff like Fiverr.
Oh, I was gonna just reuse my old artist because I love the emotes that I have.
Fair. Also fair. I haven't looked at your emotes in a hot minute. Oh, Oh, you got a LOL emote? Nice.
Yeah, well, that's one that Sean made that I really like. People use it a lot on the server, so I was like, I might as well just pull this. When I got a free emote slot, I was like, I'll just use this.
Sure. I mean, why not?
I got
Hey, it
6
works.
friend vouchers. I don't know what the fuck that is. I guess
I
it's a voucher
am-
for having friends. I wish I could get those
Yay.
in real life.
Oh.
Feels bad, man.
Damn it, Mac. If I lived in your state, I'd swing by, but you know, that's me. Because I'm a nice guy sometimes.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, so for my blade, it says required material types gathered, types plural. It suggests that I have all the things that I should have, but I don't. I don't. It's lying to me!
I see it, and that... Wow. Okay, yeah, that's something. Oh, God, somebody wants to talk to me. Oof, why? Also, hang on, I'm probably gonna sneeze. Ugh. Or not, suddenly the sneeze goes away. Sure.
Remember I was
Alright,
running an exhausted paralysis infused switch ice called Medusa's Curse because of the snake design power.
there it is. Sorry. Ugh.
Sounds like a decent build, but imagine actually building anything in Monster Hunter and not just doing damage. Cringe.
Let's see. Let's go for a Bishaten. That's at least somewhat fun to fight.
I do like Bishaten.
Sorry about
It's,
that.
you know, not particularly hard, but it is fun.
Yup. Considering the other options were, let's have a look. A Ludroth or a Basarios. Yeah, I will take the Bishaten, thank you.
Might bring a hammer for Basarios. I haven't used a hammer in this game yet.
I barely touched the switch axe. I have not touched anything else as far as the weapons go.
The only other weapon I've made was the lance, and that was when I was talking to you about the lance.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's a coverage from a while back. Jeez.
Yeah, well, didn't play this game a ton.
True.
Let me see. What do I? Oh, I forgot. You can't look at all. Yeah, I only have the basic versions of every other weapon.
Oh yeah.
So I'd need to upgrade one, but.
Yeah.
Oh fucking! What is this Okami goddamn dog doing here?
Oh yeah, that's a crossover thing.
It looks really cool. I want one.
It's a quest or something you can do and get a Okami skin for it.
Frankie would look pretty good with that on, I bet.
Yup. I mean, the Amaterasu skin is pretty cool. I can't get to it. It's a little bit beyond me, unfortunately. Cause my hunter rank's so low. Anyway, I have the HR7 guy left. Anyway, I've put up another quest for when you are...
I'm coming down. Wait for
That's it.
me.
Take your time. Don't worry about it.
I have no time. I only have live stream.
Fair. Oh, he switched to one of the bow guns. I think it's a light bow gun. That one, right?
I don't know where he is.
No, I'm looking at the icon.
Oh, yeah, that's a light bow gun.
Huh, fair enough. Alright, I have picked up the quest. I think he says, oh, speaking of which, messing with your blocks, I should probably get my stuff restocked.
Yeah.
There we go. Basic loadout. Got him. Right, while, hang on.
I should
While
upgrade
he's
my...
doing his things, I'm gonna be right back and grab myself a lozenge for my throat because that sneeze definitely loosened up a bunch of crap. Be right back.
Okay. I wonder what parts I need to upgrade my Magnum Malo charge blade, because I do like that. I always like a good blast charge blade. Probably... Okay, so I can upgrade it one more step. And I probably can't do the high rank one. Close though. I just need the gem and a scoot plus, which would not be a difficult thing to nab. Pretty terrible sharpness though.
Alrighty, I am back. You
I was looking at the blacksmith. I'm sorry.
no worries, dude. Go right ahead.
Is Nindori gonna join us or? Oh, there it is.
Nope.
Jabunga.
I think they just
Jamama.
I think they just join anybody and just for the sake of doing it.
I mean, that's basically what I do in World.
Fair. Fair.
I like when other people choose my hunts for me, because otherwise, like, the illusion of choice is too much. I don't want to choose what I hunt. I just want to deal with what I get handed.
Yeah, you're sort of doing that at one point. Yeah, I remember.
Well, that's basically the only way I play World anymore. I just go on random. I open up SOSs and I go for whatever looks fun. I very rarely do any like grinding of my own or hunt out specific monsters. Why am I getting a million fucking texts? Oh, because someone finished Chainsaw Man and they want to tell me how much they loved it. Excellent. God, I cannot wait for Chainsaw Man anime.
Can't say I've even heard of it until now.
No one has, and it's so fucking good. It is one of the best manga I've ever read. It's so goddamn good. It's like slightly below Berserk in my tier list.
That's some high praise coming from you.
I adore Chainsaw Man. I think people are sleeping on it. When it gets animated, people are gonna like there's gonna be so much hype surrounding it. I fully believe it.
I don't know. But then again, I don't know that.
Hi, Royal Ludroth.
Just give me anything but orange. Come on.
Motherfucker got knocked his ass down! Ha ha!
And slapped.
I shouldn't have done
There's a red. Thank you.
Convinced discharge. Yeah, I wasn't thinking at all. Hello, Ludroth. Can you not beat me up? Ah! What did I just fucking say? Bastard. Right, I got the materials and stuff. Where did that be? What the fuck? Where did he ride him to?
Off into the sunset?
Apparently. I'm going the wrong way. I was looking at I followed the red arrow, which I think, yeah, that's you. I should have been following the blue one.
We call that in the business a whoopsie.
Whoopsie. It's like Hank Hill saying whoopsie. Whoopsie.
I've never watched
Bobby,
King of the
that's a
Hill.
whoopsie.
I know of King of the Hill, I just never watched it.
Such a classic show.
Wait, why am I attacking the Phuket? What am I doing?
I mean, they look kind of similar. One's got a tail, the other one's got a tail.
They're both bluish. Ow.
You get knocked over, you're gonna sit on your damn tail like that? You jackass.
Ow.
Quit getting beat up.
Sorry. Man, this is hard to play on handheld. Jeebus.
Yeah, I bought a Pro Controller specifically for this game.
I believe
Because I
it.
knew that Switch controller nonsense wasn't going to cut it.
Yeah, it doesn't really. Oh, I've been struggling half the time just to get anything in view on this thing. Oh boy.
Well, you know, just like for context and especially for my lady viewers, like I have big long fingers, so like
Yeah, I have that same problem. Though
like a normal size controller can make my hand cramp up depending on the game. Like the Switch controller is a nightmare for me.
I mean, I kind of have long fingers too, but I thankfully have I guess the good fortune of being a little bit more dexterous with my hands. And it's not the biggest problem for me, thankfully. But now mostly I'm just I can see everything just fine, you know, but it's just not as good as just a good old 16:9 screen for Monster Hunter, if you know what I mean.
No, I know.
So hang on, oh right,
Oh my god, I gotta like silence my phone. The person who's texting me, they're a good friend of mine, and I love them. But they do that really annoying thing that people do sometimes, where instead of sending all their thoughts in one text, they send like 8 texts that have like a bit of
yeah.
the thought at a time. That shit annoys the hell out of me.
It's a good thing I
Just
only,
put it
you know,
on. What
get
paragraph? She's
And
like,
and
how
and
Oh, shh.
it's quiet time now.
Stop.
Just stop. Just why? Stop dancing around. I need a red.
Yeah, I guess we better go get one.
Good God, where's this thing's red again? I don't remember.
Probably the head. It's always the head.
That, yeah, most of the time it's the head, but oh, and now it's of course turning that into the freaking boulder. You know how much of gimping needed right now, Bishaten? You piece of this shit. Yeah, come here, you. Oh, and they spin away like.
You do
oh,
not
Lord.
run from me. I run from you.
Oh, here we go. Got a red. Finally. Uh oh. Yeah, that was done.
Ba 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 da bow. I missed. I'm a fucking gamer.
Well, gamer.
God, this he's sticking a lot of those sticky explosives to his face.
Yup.
Looks wildly uncomfortable.
Where'd it go? This is so tiny on the handheld. What the hell?
Oh, is there gonna be over there from here? Seems kind of likely. Trying to see if there's a wall I can climb over. There probably is one, but I'll go with this one.
Yeah, I'm just I'm at this point just running around. Oh, there's a tunnel here.
There's a
at
way to
least.
climb up. No, I had to do it. My dog couldn't. Never mind. I'm just gonna go the long way around.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Also, sorry for the cat.
It's okay. Whenever Luna
See
does
this.
something she's not supposed to, I just threaten to cut her tail off, and she tends to stop.
That's unusual threatening.
Yeah, I tell her I'm gonna make it into a toy because you know cats do that thing where like they get really excited about like the dangly toys. I figure if you took a cat's tail off, you can make it into a dangly toy really easily.
Uh-huh.
Put the cat closer to the mic, let the cat talk. Yeah, well, what does she have to say? You know,
We're talking about his cat or my cat?
yours.
Fred would just go meow.
I feel like that's got some complex political connotations.
I mean, Fred's got some hot takes, sure, but Nothing that, wouldn't be safely said on a Twitch stream. I don't think.
Damn.
I mean, the other day he said meow, and I was like, yeah, I can see that. Fair point. Fair point, well made.
I
But,
don't know,
when
if
he
I, I don't
just
know if I
stuff like
totally agree
me-
with that one, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I never said I agreed with it. It was just like, it's a fair point.
Just trying to kind of get off the conversation topic.
Yeah, Fred can be a very adamant talker
I got
about
you.
anything.
Makes sense.
I mean, my cat would just be like
Cats be looking for political change. I don't know what to say.
that. Yeah. Don't know what Luna Dino's opinion are on stuff like meow, but
Oh, I keep her sequestered so she can't have opinions.
oh god, you're one of those owners.
I'm a bad parent.
So you are.
I make my children have my opinions so they can, not make any friends at school.
How to ruin your kids' lives.
You ever have friends like that in school? Just like friends who like they would be like really into like political speak, but like everything they were saying was just mirroring their parents.
Yeah, I thankfully never really had that. I didn't actually have to deal with that until like high school or actually, yeah, college more. Not really anything like primary school. It just didn't happen. It was not a topic. But then again, maybe the difference is just, our Europe versus the US at that point.
Yeah, American
How
kids
much-
love to talk politics.
Yeah, no, kids here are just like, what's the best Pokemon?
I remember in
And
middle
my-
school like fighting with kids over like Obama getting reelected.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I grew up in like a decently conservative area, and a lot of people weren't a fan of that Obama. You want to know why?
Because he was giving money to the gays?
Because he was black.
Oh,
That ain't okay. Can't have that.
can't have a black president. Oof. Yeah, no, screw those people.
Yeah, it's pretty shit.
That is really shitty, yeah. No, I thought it was, personal opinion. I was a fan. He couldn't do everything he wanted, but for what he could do,
I loved Obama. I miss that man.
yeah. He was good.
You have debate as part of school, so that's so wild. I mean, that's true. The debate club is definitely a thing, but they don't usually get political.
No,
Yeah,
usually
run,
it's about
boy! Run from me! You will never escape! Come back! Come back! You will die.
I think it's not coming back because we're killing it.
You should fucking get over it.
Yeah, let's get over getting killed by a couple of people. Yeah, sure. That'll
Does it
check.
see how small the map is? Like, it's not gonna take us long to catch up. If it was smart, it would run off map.
Yeah, but come on, this is monster. Oh, no! Oh, geez, I'm falling. Hang on. Okay, now I need to get out of this mess that I dropped myself into. Ugh, man, I can't. I think I might have to call it after this hunt, Mike, because this tiny screen for Monster Hunter, I just can't.
Okay.
I thought it would be a good idea, but I'd never actually played Monster Hunter on this tiny screen.
You tried.
I did. It's just pick up your Switch sometime later after the stream and then try this. It's something. It's an experience.
Probably not gonna do that.
Fair.
I played Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I know.
Oh,
I used to play that shit on the DS.
Oof. I mean,
I don't know how people played Monster Hunter on a DS for 2 generations in Monster Hunter. That's a nightmare.
Oh god, that's where I am. I was following the blue arrows. Like, why am I not seeing the monster? Oh. I get directions.
Everything I know about fraternities/sororities I learned against my will, and it's very confusing and scary. They should be abolished. They are horrible. There's like Sean's in a fraternity and it's a good one, but like fraternities in general are no good. They are awful.
Yep, they're just how horrible can we be as people to each other and call it a ritual of passing or something. It's awful. I'm like,
And to
why
others,
would-
so many fraternities have a major history of sexual assault. It is a real fucking problem. And the colleges refuse to do anything about it because it would affect their image. They admitted that it was a problem instead of just pretending it wasn't.
And in the meantime, we have a lot of terrible people doing whatever the hell they want.
I don't know what I just hit by just now.
Magic.
I don't know, I'm just having some emotion.
I mean, you're seeing them juggle, right? And conjure up all those fruit snacks out of nowhere. Yeah,
Sure enough.
call them a magician. Gotta turn off the targeting because that is awful on a small screen. Ow! Stop it! Oh, there we
Dead
go.
guy.
There we go. Poggers, baby.
Big poggers.
Yo. Oof. I normally don't get ice strain. I actually am getting ice strain from this. Wow. Jesus.
Get some gummy glasses. Sponsored by Cats and Mag. Wait, no, they're
actually have
sponsoring
them,
Cats
but-
and Mag.
I actually have a pair of those, but that would not help here. But hey, I'm more than happy to stay on stream and yap at you for a bit if you want. Or would you
Up to
rather
you. I'm
just
not
go
gonna
slower?
stop you, but
But I'd rather have you go away, actually.
I don't care either way.
Fair enough.
I'm just like Monster Hunter is my chill streams. You know how it goes. I don't even
Yeah.
like talk about the game half the time I play this game. I intentionally goad people into asking me questions so I have something to talk about. Play too much
I mean-
Monster Hunter to comment on Monster Hunter while playing it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, just considering how we were fighting a Rathian, I mean, to be fair, fairly easy target. But yeah, we were fighting a Rathian, and we were talking about something completely different. Hell, I was ranting.
That's what I love about Monster Hunter. Like it's I played this game so much that it's just like a completely passive process to play this game anymore.
Yeah,
I
feel
don't
that.
really have to focus to play this game, and I love it for that because it's a very relaxing game to me now. Even though like what's happening on screen is not necessarily relaxing.
Yeah. It's like giant monster trying to attack you, and here we are talking about how the weather's nice outside.
It's like dodging in this game is practically just an automatic process.
Yep. I feel you. I mean, okay, I didn't actually dodge a bunch of Rathian tails, but you know. Let's see. Oh, right, Guildmaster. I'll talk to you whenever I feel like playing this again. Alright, I'm gonna disconnect. Play locally.
All right, let me see about. I don't know
How do I disconnect?
how to like manage.
Oh, here we go. Just leave lobby. Alright, cool. There we go. I
Give
should
me
have
30
left.
demon powder. My God,
Alright, let me hit save at least.
I don't know how to like. I want to send this guy like my guild card or something, but I don't remember how.
Good question, actually.
Hunter Connect? No, that's not it.
There we go. Alright. Stepped out of the game.
Player list. Here we go. Send you my guild card. Send with photo. Where's my photo? I don't care. Just send it.
Sure, it'll be fine.
And then I'm gonna close this shitty setting. This shitty lobby. Oh, just fucking answer random ones. Actually, I got a couple I gotta do myself, I think, still.
But yeah,
Maybe
at
I'll
least
look into
thanks
that
for,
Narukuga charge blade.
at least thank you for having me for the stream, even though my eyes are currently just tired and not able to focus. Oh,
Thanks for joining.
but yeah, I am happy to hang out.
Oh, yeah.
It's like something I said to a different friend. Like, we don't get to talk.
You have other friends?
Best friend? Question mark.
You have other friends? That's bullshit. You're not allowed to know anybody else.
I'm sorry, Mac, but I know other people.
Bullshit.
You've seen what I've been doing on Twitter.
That's true. I've been using Twitter more frequently lately, and it's like every other tweet is you replying to somebody.
Yep. It's just I'm just having fun with it.
That's
There's
good.
just and there's just some people that just throw stuff on there. It's like, hey, I can make a dumb joke about this.
I've been posting a lot of jokes about hentai. Like a lot.
Yes, you have.
I think about hentai a lot, you know? Can't help it.
I gotta go, Fed Max. Seriously.
No! Remain pure.
You are no longer pure, sir.
In what way?
Ah.
You don't have to answer that.
Yeah, I was not gonna. I was not gonna.
Hopefully Nidori was watching streams, so they'll come back next time. They are my fave. No offense.
Aww.
That hurt my feelings, but I'll get over it.
Yep. You know,
For what it's worth, you aren't my favorite either. Oh, what other shit.
Nah, you know what, Nintendo Arc, you're not wrong. I was flying around half the time, and basically, I think if I did a quarter of the damage, that would be basically a lot. No, I was just basically, I was just there dodging and just throwing in my bug stick every now and again.
What are all these Master Sushi challenges, and are they worth doing?
I do not remember.
Well, you aren't here yet, so.
No, I mean, I've also seen what the streamers do. That's my point. I do not remember.
Could capture raging. Don't really want to. I'll just do a random. Put a sticker on my phone that says "Don't comment," so I'll stop interacting with strangers online. I have to. It's called networking.
Microwave. It's honestly very simple to consider. I just ask, would me commenting this very thing add anything? And if the answer is no, I don't comment.
I just don't talk to people I don't know.
Oh, I don't. If that were the case, you would have never met me. Haha. Or anybody here.
Well, you talked to me first, so yeah, you're right. That's the thing. Like all of my friends, I got a story to tell. Okay, there's been someone I work with, very nice young lass. We've been becoming closer friends recently. She's a really cool person, and I really enjoy talking to her and hanging out with her. But we worked together for I want to say 6 months without ever saying hello to one another. And she was the one to break that silence and be like, "Hey, what's your name?" Like her and I are like getting to be really good friends. Like we're very like on the same wavelength, like similar personalities, all that shit. And like that never would have happened if she hadn't spoken to me, because I would have never spoken to her. That's the kind of person I am. Yeah, but the problem is, Microwave, most people on the internet aren't smart, so that's not gonna happen ever.
There is that. Hell, I took a long time to learn that. I took a super long time to learn that through a lot of face planting. And I just on one point just like, so it's like a movie story. Oh gods.
You talking about my story?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, that's all of my relationship in life. Like all of my friends are people who spoke to me first. I don't engage conversation. That's not a thing I do. I'm too afraid of the chance that someone hates me. Because you never know.
In our case, though, Mac, it wasn't really me that started. It was Anya that started.
Yeah.
She just basically like, hey, go talk to this person. You seem to be on the same wavelength. I mean, she was right. She was absolutely right. But still, if it weren't for her, we would never have met.
Nope.
Still grateful for that. You know, there's some people that maybe you don't talk to anymore, but there's still stuff in your life, even after they've sort of departed it, that you still can be grateful for.
For how you talk nonstop on stream, you are surprisingly introverted. I think like I am a big talker and a very friendly person when people get to know me. Like the one thing that like everybody who knows me says, and this isn't meant to be a flex, it's just like true. People think I'm a very nice person. I feel like a lot of people like me. You know, everywhere I've worked, like all of my friend groups, like people always have really nice things to say about me. I'm not like a dislikable person. I'm just someone who assumes people don't want to get to know me or assumes people don't like me, and like I keep to myself, and I'm also like a very like thoughtful person, and like by that I don't mean like in terms of like being thoughtful towards others. What I mean is I think a lot. I spend a lot of time like in my head thinking about stuff. When I'm at work, I'm usually writing scripts for my video or something like that. So like even if someone's standing right next to me, I might not be in the mindset to like start a conversation because I'm in the middle of just my own world thinking about shit. So like I don't have conversation starters. I don't start conversations. That's not a thing that I do. So like on the outside, to people who don't know me that well, I probably seem like a very quiet and introverted person, but like once you get to know me, I'm actually extremely friendly.
Agreed.
So that's just the kind of person that I am. I don't start conversations. I don't start friendships. I basically rely on other people to do that for me. And once they do, like I'm very good to them because I love people. Thank you for saying you don't hate me, Nintendo. I appreciate that. Hopefully you don't hate me now that I screwed up your name.
I like I like Nindork.
It's a good shortening of the name.
It is.
I don't know. That's just the way that I am. I don't know where it comes from, but I don't start conversations. I don't engage with people I don't know. I don't know why it happens. Part of me wishes it wasn't like that because sometimes I'll see someone who I'm like, that person's really cool. I bet we'd be really good friends, and I just won't start anything ever.
I will say that on that matter. Unless you are very socially outgoing, that feeling is more often wrong than not.
You think so? I feel like generally I've been right when it comes to people who do choose to engage with me.
Yeah.
I think I'm a decently empathetic person. Like I understand the way other people think. I just don't like engage with it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, it's a little easier because I just don't give a shit. Simply put, and I summarize it as such, but what I mean is that when Andre introduced me to you, and I laughed at your trailer, I was like, hey, this guy I need to say hi to. And I just, went for it because screw it. Or if it doesn't work out, then fine. If it does work out, well, here you go. And we've been friends for what, 5 years? What was like long?
Pretty much like, I think 5 years is right. It was around the same time that like, I messed up that now because I haven't mounted it forever. It was around the time that I started my channel, which was like 4.5 years ago. So
exactly. So it helps that for guys like you, it helps that there's people like me who just don't give a shit. Just go.
That's the thing, right? Like there has to be that balance of like people who would just like reach out to anybody. Like Mike too. Like Mike is an extremely friendly person. He's nice to everybody that he meets. So like that's why him and I are friends because we worked together and he was super nice to me. And like through that, I became able to like start a conversation with him because he was never the kind of guy to like judge you for the weird things you say. He'd just make a joke out of it.
Yeah, I've noticed that. He's a good guy to talk to.
He's a very easy person to talk to.
It's unfortunate he doesn't play more video games because that would make contact
play any video games.
Exactly. I mean, look at us. Like, how big a part are video games of our lives?
Yeah.
I mean, less for you than for me, I am suspecting, but they still are a part of our lives, you know?
Yeah.
And it's with all the new people I've been meeting lately, with a bunch of them, I just went like, hey, this may be a bit too forward or presumptuous, but hey, just wanted to go play some games together? Because that's usually how I find out what the people are.
Yes, I can't do that kind of thing.
and again, that's where I come back to, like, me not really giving a shit. Because I'm like, I can either make a friend, or nothing happens and, fair enough, and we'll move on. And I will have my answer, and they will not be super insulted, or at least they can just cut out with a bunch.
I'm almost never in a chatty mood at work, so it's very awkward when coworkers randomly throw a joke at me. I literally blank. Oh, see, the worst part too is I frequently have headphones, and so like sometimes people will try to start a conversation with me, and I just won't hear it, which is even worse because then like it doesn't help with like the image that maybe I don't like talking at all.
Yeah. Oh man.
I think when you're a particularly nice and thoughtful person, you often assume people will either be rude or be too nice to tell you off. Yeah, exactly. That's a big part of it for me. It's like, I am such a nice person that when it comes to people that I don't particularly like or that people that I don't particularly vibe with, I'll still be really nice to them nonetheless. So I'm always afraid that like if somebody's like too nice to me, I'm like, oh god, they secretly hate me. They secretly hate me and they don't want to talk to me ever again.
See, this is why every now and again I just call you names, and then it's still good.
Like I think like friendly teasing is to me like the best indicator of whether or not someone likes me.
Yeah, fair.
And that's
somebody who's just
And like
So-
that's why I've been able to make pretty good friends with this person from work. Like her and I tease each other all the time. We have a running joke that she's gonna kill me, you know? So like that kind of thing is all it takes. Just some simple workplace banter.
It's an interesting in-joke, I'll say that.
It makes sense in context. She scared
I
the
believe
shit out
it.
of me at work one time, like so much so that like other people from like down the hall like had to come check on me because I yelled so loud. She spooked the shit out of me so much.
Uh-huh.
And so like ever since then it's just been like, wow, you're trying to give me a heart attack, and like ever since then the running joke's been she's trying to kill me.
Got it. You know, yeah, okay, in context, that's a lot less bad, because the other one was like, wait, how did that joke even come about? Did she come at you with a knife or something?
No, she just tried to give me a heart attack. It's, you know,
Yeah,
like you
oh.
do.
Like you do. Jeez. But, I mean, hey, dude, you found another friend, that's nice.
Yeah. I prefer to be that type too. It just takes too much energy to be like not nice, and it ended up being my default from trying to be nice for years. I just felt bad for being quiet for years and thought it was being mean by being a solo type person, so I forced myself into a default. See, like, we've talked a lot on my channel, and obviously you wouldn't know this because you have just joined today, but like, we've talked a lot on my channel about like introverts living in an extroverted world. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing to be like a soft-spoken person or someone who's like very to themselves. I just don't like when like other people treat it as a bad thing. Like, it's not necessarily a bad thing that I don't like going out. It's not a bad thing that I like being by myself more than not. But I definitely understand, like, a lot of people do see it as like rude to like not be friendly immediately, like not start a conversation every time you're around somebody. I understand where it comes from. I just disagree with it, and it's like one of those things where you just kind of have to accept that some people aren't going to vibe with the way that you operate.
Mm-hmm. And that's a large part of just meeting new people, honestly. Here's the thing that I've found, and this is just my experience, mind you, so this does not have to track for anybody else. But in order to get anywhere with anybody new, doesn't matter who it is, whether it's a coworker, whether it's just somebody on the street, or somebody you think is cool you just met on the internet. And this is where I have often gotten the balance wrong, but that's for another time. But you gotta open yourself up a little bit.
Yeah, that's really hard for me.
Yeah, and if you don't do that, then you indeed most likely get what you already have. You just don't open up and people have to approach you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think I've been like, compared to like how I am in person, like I've been very open with like Twitch chat and like everybody who watches my streams. Like I think I'm a decently open person here, but like I am not a very like easy person to know on an emotional level, and I don't really know why that is. But I think some people find it hard to like understand me emotionally.
It might be because there's...
I'm like a decently closed off person for the most part.
Until people get to know you, then you will open up about a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true. I do be doing
and honestly, I don't mind that at all. It's just,
I mean, it's definitely like, it depends on the person, but like for those people who like almost rely on emotional investment, like that's why like most of my closest relationships are with people that tease me a lot, you know? Like I find it difficult to have like a really emotional relationship with somebody because I'm such an emotionally closed off person.
Yeah, it takes a bit of work to get it out of you a little bit, but that's also not a bad thing. I mean, hell, you know what I'm like? I just blurt out everything. That's the opposite end of that spectrum, you know?
True.
And I open up a bit too quickly, and then just not opening up very quickly at all. It's honestly, considering how we are as people and how we mesh well all the same, because like despite that, I guess. I don't think that you being more emotionally closed off is necessarily a bad thing. It just takes, a bit more work.
I guess you're right. That does make sense.
And, yeah, I also mixed them with the anxiety, so when they're so quiet, I thought it made them connotation. Yeah. People,
that's some people, for some reason, they just see, like... I've heard, like, the argument that, like, if someone's, like, really quiet or, like, keeps to themselves, they come off as thinking they're, and this isn't like, I wouldn't say this is not how the majority of people see it. I think it's like how like very extroverted people see it. Some people see that as like you thinking you're better than them. Like, oh, I don't want to engage with these people because they're so far beneath me or whatever. And obviously, like for the bulk majority of us, that isn't the case at all. that isn't the case at all. But it's just, again, it's that introvert living in an extrovert's world kind of thing. Like for people who are very open and friendly and out there all the time, you can understand how they might perceive it as you being like, I don't want to interact with these people because I'm not like them or whatever. And it's for some people that is the case, but like I would say for the bulk majority it is not.
And you know what's ironic about the introverts living in the extroverts world? The internet is the exact opposite. Because just look on any of the platforms that we use, from Twitch to YouTube to Twitter to Facebook to what have you. Facebook a little less so these days. But by and large, I run into people who identify as introverted and are, as they themselves say, a lot more reserved in real life.
Yeah, I mean...
And then it comes to platforms like this, like Twitch chat, and just streaming, and suddenly all those introverts open right up.
I mean, like, that's... I think the great thing about the internet for introverts is, like, that anonymity aspect, and especially, like, the idea that, like, if you don't like somebody or you don't like the way they're treating you or talking to you, you can just fucking block them. You don't ever have to speak to them or see them again. Yep. You don't always have that luxury in real life.
You do not.
You know, I can't block my coworkers. I have to coexist with them.
Right, and that
whether I like it or not.
And that's why the internet is such an ideal place for us, and why it's so hard for an extrovert or even people who did not grow up with it to understand it. Because here's a place where we, let's block people out of absolutely.
Exactly. It'd be wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, here's a place where we can be ourselves without judgment, without having to worry about what people think sometimes. Sure, that also means we get a lot of toxicity, a lot of assholes who just think
abuse
they can
that.
Abuse that, yeah, absolutely. But by and large, the vast majority of the people on the internet are introverts who are just tired of extrovert shit.
Yeah, well, hopefully through that we'll see a bigger shift towards an introvert society, at least for my sake. Like there needs to be a better balance. It's something we've talked about a lot before. There needs to be a better balance of, like, you know, it's not necessarily like you know, especially like when it comes to like early education people, like parents and young children, teachers seem to treat it like a bad thing if like certain children don't socialize and don't make a bunch of friends. And it's like some people just aren't like that. Some people don't need a lot of friends. Some people don't need to socialize to feel comfortable. Sometimes they just want to be by themselves. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's treated as a bad thing.
Because according to all psychologists, quote unquote, kids
who
need
are
to socialize. Who are extroverts, by default almost, because, you know, who cares about people but extroverts, right?
Right.
The default seems to be like kids have to socialize to have fun and develop. To some extent, I will agree that is true.
It's important, you know, it's important, but it isn't like the end-all be-all. It's not like there's anything wrong with a kid who wants to be by themselves.
Right, exactly. And some kids just, you know, one or two friends, and they just don't come to the school parties. They just hang out with people in their own time. And that's fine. Yeah, exactly, Nintendo. Yeah, it's comfortable to talk about this sort of stuff because of the as Mac earlier said, the anonymity of it.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's similarly why it's easy for me to be so personable and talkative and open on stream, because it's one of those things where it's like at the end of the day, like, you guys don't know me in real life. You can't like pass this information along to like anybody I don't want it going to. There's very little risk of me like getting hurt by sharing my information, because I can just fucking block you if I want to. My extrovert friends find it weird that I'm online so much, because for them interaction is so personal, especially that they can't imagine doing it with random faceless people. See, I think it's great being able to do it with random faceless people. Like, I feel like there's so many more unique people out in the world that you wouldn't meet otherwise without the internet.
And not to mention that, but here's the thing about people, and this is something that I've been unable to find anybody truly being capable of doing otherwise. But we look at another person and we already judge them for their appearance.
It's impossible to get past your biases. It's more about, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, lessening them.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, you can lessen them to some extent, and you can definitely be aware of them, and that helps the problem. But when you look at a person, you think they're ugly, you are still going to think they're ugly tomorrow. And one of the good things about the internet, too, is that people can just be themselves, and not be judged for what they look like. Like,
I mean, I have a face cam on, so that's not really an option.
right, and Mac knows what I look like. I mean, I'm a scrawny dude with like thin blonde hair and a weird face, and
I would call it a weird face. You don't have to beat yourself up like that.
Call that a long history of all extroverts telling me I'm not exactly attractive.
Well, fuck them.
I know, right? But yeah, so with that in mind, it's just being able to just be represented by a faceless like circle with a Triforce inside of it, just because, and now
not anymore.
Now indeed a animated character that I use myself. It allows for me to just be myself more and not worry too much about what I look like, which just helps.
Yeah, for sure. I think fundamentally that what experts enjoy about talking to someone face to face is very different to what introverts look for online. They're not. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. The thing that like extroverts find it difficult to understand how introverts operate, because just like us introverts find it difficult to understand how extroverts operate, because we just fundamentally process things differently.
I kind of understand what they are on about, because I'm an ambivert and not like an introvert. But I only act like an introvert because I have high sensitivity, and therefore at one point, as you know, Mac, I just get tired and I just shut down because my brain just overloads.
I do the same thing. Like I have like a maximum amount of socializing that I can do before it's too much.
Right, and because of that, I am closer to an introvert than I am an extrovert. But I am on that border where I can get along with the extroverts, but I'm just so nerdy and weird myself that the mesh is just not there. But I get them. I totally get them. I can, when with the right group of people, still be energized.
Oh shit! Pookie just blasted my ass out of the air.
Oh yeah, they did. Ah. Oh wow. Talk to me until she realized I wasn't actually her type completely. Yeah. Oh yeah. That and again, that's what online helps with. It also just here's the thing. As far as and this is not just for romantic interactions, but any kind of relationship, I think allowing people to get to know you before they look at you, which kind of ties into what I said before, is such an advantage. It is so nice to just be able to meet people and just jive on personality, and then when you actually see them in real life, it doesn't matter as much what they look like because you know how cool they are as a person.
Right, true that.
Yeah, an introvert with high sensitivity. Oh yeah. Do you have the hyperactive brain too? Because that's what my main thing is. Also with just sound hurting.
I'm an overthinker. I overthink everything. Every interaction has to go through my head like 12 fucking times until I understand the exact like possible routes that they could have meant or did mean or whatever. Even to the things that I say, it's like, did they perceive that the way that I meant them to? It's a nightmare.
I've been there, yeah. I understand what you're talking about. That is... Oof, yeah. I have that with mistakes. And that might be even worse than for you, considering that if you already overthink things, then if you think you actually made a mistake, that could be worse.
You have no idea.
Sort of,
it's so bad.
Right. So, I'm just basically going off of my own experiences and applying to what you've already said. So, if there's anything wrong, always feel free to correct me.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you're right. Like, tiny mistakes can blow up into something huge until I talk to the person and, like, see how little it fucking mattered to them.
Right? And okay, just see if you recognize this one. Even if they don't think it matters all that much, you still feel bad afterwards because you think you screwed up.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Right, yeah, no, I do that. It's like, I've actually, for the first time, about a month ago, actually managed to get over my own self and that stupid thought pattern. Because I just repeated myself a couple days like, they think it's fine. Stop worrying about it. Like, the person you think you wronged didn't think you wronged them. It's fine. And I got over myself.
I think, like...
And that was a victory for me.
For me, working in retail has helped a lot.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
Because, like, you make mistakes in retail, and, like, they can blow up in your head to be something huge, but, like, at the end of the day, the people you work with are just like you, hourly employees who don't really give that much of a shit about their jobs. They're just trying to pay their bills. So like these tiny mistakes you make, as soon as they like, you know, confirm to you that it's like that wasn't a big deal at all, you stop thinking of certain things as a big deal at all, and like all of a sudden it's like, well, as long as I like try to make up for this, like, it's all good.
Oh my
Goodness! Nintendo,
Oh
thank
my
you very much for
goodness.
the follow. Welcome aboard. I appreciate that.
Dude, yeah.
I used to
Welcome the
overthink,
group.
and now I'm like, listen, if you can't say shit the way I understand, please leave, because I know I will no longer mind read. I think it's definitely a problem of communication. Like I took an interpersonal communication class in my very brief stint in college, where like that class has helped me so much with my adult life, like understanding the way that people think and talk, and like especially with working through miscommunications. It's like sometimes you just have to like be like, listen, I know this seems really simple, but this is how I felt about it. This is what I was thinking. If we're on the same page, then cool, but I have to make sure we're on the same page because I don't know. And like that has helped me so much as in my adult life.
Yeah. That's one of the lessons I had to learn the hard way.
Sometimes you just gotta like be like, listen, we gotta be on the same page about this. It seems stupid to worry about this, but I gotta make sure we're on the same page here.
Yep. Oh, the misunderstandings that could have been just solved just by talking about it. But nope, people just stubbornly don't say anything because they are stuck in their own world.
It's the worst when certain people like are unwilling to have that conversation. Or unwilling to
that's
get on the
the
same
worst.
page.
Those are the worst. Those are also the kind of people I generally just don't talk to because they are just generally
Yeah, you cut
so
those fuckers out of your
self-absorbed.
life if you're not willing
Yeah.
to like put in the work for this relationship.
Right? It's a two-way street. Come on.
Takes two to tango.
Right?
Baby.
If you don't listen to one another anymore, then what else is there to talk about? But yeah, indeed, microwave. Mental health win. I'll take it. Good
It's
God.
like I talked about like a while back on stream that Scorpion seemed to appreciate the advice on like, you know, when it comes to like when you do screw up and someone's like mad at you, like you always have to it's important, you have to apologize for the result, not the action, because the action is not always like, you know, what the problem is. Sometimes your intentions are pure and they just get misconstrued, and so, you know, you explain what your intentions were and you apologize for the results of it, whether or not you think it's fair, like whether or not you think their interpretation of your action was fair or not. You apologize for it, not necessarily for the action itself. Because more than often than not, like things like that, like frustrations within relationships are a result of like miscommunications when it comes to intentions. And it's like, this is what I did here was not meant to come across this way, but I'm sorry that it did.
Yep. And that is something we
It was
as
hard to
people
learn.
can- yeah, but that's also something we as people need to do a lot more.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's one of those things that like I learned again, like in that interpersonal communications course. That's like that's where I learned that, and ever since it's been like a game changer where I've been able to maintain relationships so much better, because it's like, oh, they weren't mad because the thing I did didn't matter. They were mad because they misinterpreted it, and like that's on me for like doing it wrong or whatever else. I can't stand apologies that are 90% of the person talking about themselves, and I sit there like, okay, what does this have to do with me and my hurt though? Yeah, no, it's,
Yep.
and that's like that's so many shows and mangas and stories utilize that fact. Like you'll see characters apologizing for the action without realizing that the action wasn't the problem.
Man, we got deep.
So I like about Monster Hunter, man. It's like I said, it's a passive process. You know, I just hunted 2 Pizza 10, and did I say a goddamn word about the hunt the entire time?
Nope, not even a freaking word about it. Not even how you get. God, wow, hit a couple times. I can't even words. I can't words anymore. Mac, help.
It's okay. It's getting to be that way. Sometimes you talk
Yeah.
too much. Sometimes it happens.
I mean, geez, we've been talking. Okay, you started like. I walked in about 10 minutes after you started. Got in the thing about 5 minutes after that. Geez, we've been talking for, an hour 45 minutes. Holy crap.
Yeah, it do that.
Yeah. Sometimes. Monster Hunter just tickles the right brain areas. See, Microwave, this is why you should play Monster Hunter Rise. It is baby's first Monster Hunter.
Well, like Nintendo, like the thing that especially annoys me is when you hear about like situations where someone was like, well, you shouldn't be mad, therefore I'm not going to apologize. And it's like, wow, that is the wrong approach.
Yeah, how can you decide what my emotion should be?
Yeah, how can you decide what I can and cannot be upset about? Like, and it's again, it comes down to those like the problem of intention. It's like, yeah, I understand that wasn't your intention, but it was the result. So you should like, you know, we should work through this. You should apologize for the result of it.
Yep, and a lot of people just don't realize that. They think they themselves didn't screw up because, you know, if they screwed up, that means they are worth less. I mean, that's where the word comes from. And therefore, their social standing drops. And those people are the worst to deal with because they perceive society as this rat race where you can only ever gain or lose, and they don't see it as just people trying to get by.
You basically just described my dad. That's why I don't talk to that fucker.
Oof.
It's like same for me, Nintendo, with my dad. Like I don't get along with him. Him and I are very different people on a number of levels, and one of the big ones is the way that he just does not understand other people's emotions and refuses to.
Oh boy, your dad sounds like a peach.
Oh, I shouldn't. I'm not going to. It's
Don't
very personal,
do it. Don't
obviously.
do it.
But like, my dad is just. Growing up as an adult, a lot of who I've forged myself into being was based on not being like him. Like that's the kind of parent he was.
Oh god, that sounds familiar. Okay, I have a comparable one to that. I love my mother, she's a sweet lady, but a lot of the things that I do to be the opposite of her.
Yeah.
Because those were the things that infuriated me growing up. I feel you. Holy shit.
Reverse role model. Basically,
Yeah.
some friend has Monster Hunter so I can try it out. See if I like it and you can land a hit. But that's why it was easier because you can do loads of things and make the fights easier.
Same with Monster Hunter.
I mean, you can, but
I mean,
more
you
or
can
less
equip
it's
better.
shit. And eat before this quest. That's fine.
Yeah, better armor, better weapons, get all the tools for along the way. There are so many ways you can make Monster Hunts easier. I just run in bare bones because I'm like, I have a big stick, I have a breastplate on, I can do this. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I rely purely on skill. Like, I really don't prepare for hunts. I don't bring, like... If I'm hunting a poison monster, I don't even... More often than not, I won't bring poison or, like, antidotes because I'm just like, well, if I get hit and poisoned, then I'm just being bad.
I bring a basic kit of honey, potions, megas and normals, and antidotes and nullberries, and stuff to capture. That is pretty much my kit. Everything else is just me slapping the monster to the dirt with whatever weapon I'm bringing.
Can I get food mid-hunt, or am I just screwed here?
I mean, the only other thing I will also say is that I bring dung pellets because I'm like, sometimes, at least in World, I don't want to deal with two of you. I have never had that problem in Rise, so I'm just not bringing dung pellets anymore.
Yep.
So Monster Hunter, I have the most basic ass kit that I do not ever change. I have one loadout. That's it. And if I can't do it that way, I'm being terrible, and I need to get good.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier when I said I didn't want like all these other charge blades. I just wanted one charge blade that was elementless that did a lot of damage. Like that's all I'm much too lazy to switch between charge blades per monster. I used to do that. I used to like train up every fucking charge blade. It was a pain in the ass. So now I just bring one.
Yep.
Inescapable Karma. My fucking. Oh, I forget what that monster's called. The guy.
The guy.
You know that guy. The big rock guy who turns into the gross skin guy. What the fuck is his name?
I forgot.
Whatever. His charge blade. It's perfect. It's elementless.
Valhazak?
Not Valhazak.
The skin guy that turns into the guy. Okay.
The big iceborne guy. Starts with covered in a bunch of rocks.
Oh man, Iceborne's been a
Sharishvalda. Sharishvalda. That's who I'm thinking of.
Oh, that asshole.
Yeah, just bring his charge blade everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, I fought him once, and I was like, yeah, that's enough.
I don't like hunting that thing. It's such a pain to get the parts for the weapons you need, but the weapons are so good that, like, I have to.
I didn't bother because they didn't have a good insect glaive or twitch axe, so I was out. And for this game, I just got the biggest, baddest insect glaive I could get, and I just been running around, going through the game that way. It's why I still use the Magnamalo one.
Yeah, I'm still wearing mismatched armor.
Yep, yeah, same. I did the exact same. I just do not care. I barely walked into high rank, and I got some upgraded high rank leathers and some Magnamalo parts, and I do not give a shit.
My job is my career. I'm in training, so I don't make much yet. Because of this, despite how happy I am in my field and how close I am just from certification, she'll send me random jobs that pay a little bit more, and I'll probably hate and has no relation to my dream and say you should sign up for this. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, I'm lucky that, like, my mom is very understanding about the way that I do things. She used to be, like, especially when I dropped out of college, she was very like, well, but you're going to go back at some point, right? And, like, she's always, for my whole life, been like, college is the way. You got to go to college, you got to get a good job. And it's like, I wanted to pursue Twitch and YouTube stuff, and I knew I could make a living off of retail, and, like, it took a long time. It took a long time to, like, get her to come around, but not, like, a couple years ago, she saw some of my videos, specifically, like, she didn't understand the gaming videos, because my mom isn't a gamer, but, like, when I did Captain's Kitchen, which is, you know, my old cooking show that I haven't done in a while, like, she really liked it. She thought I put on an entertaining show, she thought the videos were really high quality, and, like, my mom began to understand that there is possibly, like, something here, and especially began to recognize that, like, my retail job was paying my bills, even if it wasn't, like, keeping me rich or whatever. And, like, since then, my mom hasn't brought up, like, going back to college ever. she no longer worries about it, because she's like, you know, you're doing your thing, you know what you want, and you're making a living either way, so, like, I can just support you in this. And I love my mom for that. I love that she doesn't push me to, like, do more than I want to do, because that's not the path that I'm searching for. I don't care about money. I care about pursuing what I want. And she's become very understanding about that, but, like, a lot of people don't have parents like that, and I feel for them because it sucks. My dad is like that. My dad, who I don't talk to ever, thought it was right to send me a letter talking about how I need to get a better job, and it's like, you aren't involved in my life. You have no right to be talking to me about this kind of thing. Eventually, I calmly sat her down and told her I felt rushed into being successful, and, like, my career didn't matter to her. Her response was, wow, I'm upset that you're upset. I've had conversations like that. That is so difficult to, like, deal with, where it's like, I'm not trying to, like, shame you for making me feel bad. I just want you to understand.
Yeah, and that's a relation anybody has to generally have to do with a lot of people in their life. Not just parents, but also friends. And
yeah, for sure.
When you make choices, they are like, why are you doing this? And you're like, I'm trying to do this thing. And
I've had like people from my past who I don't really talk to that much, like, shame me for still trying to do the YouTube thing. I've had comments left on my videos by people who clearly, like, knew me for years, shaming me for, like, still not being successful on it and still trying nonetheless. And it's like, is this any of your business?
It's like,
how is this affecting you, me not being successful?
Wow, yeah, I don't even. Like, even no matter how you slice that, their input is just not relevant. No matter how you slice it.
It really is not. My favorite was, like, and I didn't talk about this at all. I didn't mention this to anybody at the time that it happened, because, like, it did kind of hurt. Like, I had someone leave a comment on my video where I talked about how I was going to stop uploading weekly because I felt like it was affecting the quality of my videos, and how, like, you know, I feel like I really need to put the time in and all that, and, like,
Yep.
I had someone leave a comment that was like, yeah, after all these years, you still don't have any views because your videos are shit. And, like, reading through the comment, like, some of the things that they said that I won't repeat because they're about my personal life, you could tell they were someone who'd known me for years.
Did you delete it, the comments?
And they felt the need to leave this, like, paragraph of, like, them just completely bashing my interests and my desires, and, like, really blasting the fact that, like, my channel doesn't have 100,000 subscribers, and talking shit about how many views that I get, and, like, it was very disheartening to read, because it was like, this was someone who knew me for years and went out of their way to crush something that I'm passionate about. That's something that they felt like was worth their time. But obviously, like I never do, you know, I deleted the comment and I didn't let it bother me. And sure enough, the very next video I put out, like, did massively well. And like was a clear, like, in stark contrast to what they said. And since then, I've, like, my channel's, like, gotten a way more subscribers. I get way more viewers per video. My videos have gone way up in quality, and, like, Everything that's happened to my channel since then has like completely contradicted everything that they said, and it's like, so what if I just given up here? What if I'd really listened to this jackass who didn't understand, you know? And that's why you can't listen to people like that, because they don't have your best interests at heart.
It's, you need to stop with something when you think there's no longer anything worthwhile to chase there.
Exactly.
And I have personal experience with that, and Mac knows about that, but honestly not the stream for it, so... But know that I'm talking from a place of experience with that one.
I think you need to be rebellious as a kid, not to upset your parents, but to desensitize them so you don't have to ask permission to get a tattoo age. Michael, is that you right now? Is that you? I have not been a rebellious person, but like my parents have always seen me as a very responsible person, and at this point, like my mom is very understanding of all the decisions that I make, because she knows that I'm the kind of person who always has a reason. So even if she doesn't immediately understand it, she's always willing to hear me out, and that's good. I have a decent relationship with her because of that. Someone was obsessed with your life, jobless. I have a feeling I know who it was too, and they were never someone who was particularly good to me. And so like it wasn't shocking to see that kind of behavior from them, but it's one of those things where it's disheartening to see someone care that much about tearing you down.
It says something about them more than it says anything about you.
Well, absolutely, but like it's just one of those things where it's like, you really care this much about bringing me down. It's like frustrating to see.
And there are just some people out there who thrive on seeing other people fail.
And it's one of those things where like it's the cliche, but it's so clearly coming from like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's an extension of their own opinions on themselves. Like clearly they are not satisfied with their own lives, and so they can't they can't stand to see someone who's still fighting for the life that they want, you know? Because it says to them that like I was wrong to give up, and they refuse to believe that. It's actually other young adults I know that are like, my mom will kill me if I dye my hair. Okay, I have seen that. I have seen that kind of thing for sure. I know people who are like still worried about what their parents will think, and it's like, you're an adult. You don't need their permission. It's the great thing about being an adult.
That is stupid hard to shake though, because you still want, if you have a decent relationship with your parents, for them to be at least somewhat approving of your choices. That stuff is stupid hard to shake. Like,
I only care because my dad helps pay for my college. Hey, there you go.
You know, in your case, yeah, Jared, some things you just have to suck up until you no longer have to.
Right. Pretend until you no longer have to.
Right? And if this is getting you where you want to go, and it doesn't exactly hurt them, then by all means.
That's the plan.
Yep. Hey, look at us, Mac, dissecting his entire thing in less than a minute.
Jared's dad is an interesting fella.
I can tell. I can tell.
I got pee. I'll be right back.
Alright. I'll keep chat company. For me, it's more like I've been too nice and a mature one in the complex of my family. They started to think they can treat me however, and I had to show them that it does not fly. Or mature microwave, only petty. I mean, this is coming from a very colored and opinionated place, but there's nothing wrong with being petty every now and again, especially if some people deserve it. But that's just me thinking that. That is not the nice way of doing things. And I know that, but some people sometimes just really, really deserve it. Also, I was the great kid of the family, easily understood, schoolwork, passed with girl goes, never studied, photograph memory, super nice, so I think I drastically increased expectations for the awards. Excuse me, hiccup. I got N grades. Yeah, I know that feel. I literally got through high school without trying. Just like the last 2 years of high school, like over here in the Netherlands, it's depending on what level you go, it's like always going to be from like age 4, 5 till 12 is primary school, and then high school is like either a 4-year course, a 5-year course, or a 6-year course, depending on the level. I was smart enough to do the highest level. I just didn't want to put in the effort because life was garbage, and I just coasted on through the middle level and not studied a single day. So I know how you feel.
You know what, Nintendo? I'm actually right there with you. I have the same thing. My two brothers. I don't want to like talk shit about them, but like my two brothers were both like problem children. My younger brother gets in trouble all the time. He's been in trouble with the law. He's someone that my parents have to pay a lot of attention to. My older brother is like has crazy bad ADHD. He like barely reached adulthood still is like struggling constantly. Like I moved out before he did, that kind of thing. And like, I have always been like the responsible one, taking care of myself and my own shit, being on top of my own shit. My parents have always had like big expectations for me. And so for me to be like, yeah, I don't want to go to college anymore. It's not for me. I want to just focus on my own shit. That was very hard for my mom to accept because she like expected a lot out of me. But I think like these days, she's happy knowing that what I'm doing makes me happy.
And you know what? As long as it works. Oh, crap! That was over my speakers, wasn't it? Sorry, a little ditty started playing. Let me turn that off.
I think you need to screw up more. Honestly, do it, Nintendo. Just screw up all the time. Start killing people. I don't know.
I will say this about a tattoo. Make sure it's something that represents you now and represents you in 10 years. And I say this from having thought about it several times myself, but then I've also been the person who's been changing the last decade and the decade before that. And I identified myself with a lot of things. I mean, the Triforce and the Circle's a very solid one, like recently, and it's been sticking around. But I still would not get a tattoo of that. So I'm not going to stop you. Everybody's free to do what they want, but be sure it's something you want because it's going to be there for a while.
I mean, I personally don't like think every tattoo needs to mean something. It depends on the person. For me, to get a tattoo, it has to like mean something and be something I want for a long time. But like I do know people who are just like their skin is basically like a canvas sheet, like they're just covered in tattoos, and it's like at that point does it really matter whether or not you super care about this tattoo in a particular when 70% of your skin is tattoos. Some people just like to look that way or like to have, you know, cool tattoos, and that's fine. It really just depends on your own, what's important to you. For me, I'm not going to get a tattoo unless I know it's going to mean a lot to me at no matter what. Like the One Piece tattoo that I know I'll eventually get, like with the Straw Hat Pirates flag. One Piece has been a massive influence to me growing up and to this day, and has continued to be a major part of my life for almost a decade. One Piece will never stop being important to me because no matter, even if I stop being as obsessed with it as I get older, it will always like be a massive influence on me. So that's a tattoo I know for sure I'll never regret having. But like something that I see in a shop and I'm like, that's really cool, I'm not gonna get that. My sisters were too, did every bad thing in the Bad Kid book, and the eldest was neutral, so I looked good in comparison. Yeah, it kind of sucks to be that kid. It kind of sucks because then you have all these expectations on you, and you're like, I don't necessarily want to live up to these expectations.
Yep. And yeah, I feel you, Mac. I think if anything, I would get the Hylian crest, if anything, on my shoulder. That like on my upper arm, something like that. If anything, because considering how much Zelda's been an influence on my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, that exact sentiment needs to be there. But I can also express that in different ways, so I've never felt the need to have somebody stick a needle with ink in my arm. But yeah, it's like, you know, when you hit adulthood, your choices are your own. Just be prepared to live with them.
Yeah.
And be prepared to go for what you want, and don't be afraid to at least try it.
Be prepared to die with them.
Yeah, to some extent. To some extent, it's not untrue. Prefer to not die with it, of course, but, you know.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds morbid, but yes. Like, a simple and dumb example would be smokers. Like, they choose to put that stuff in their body, and they just get 10 years less of life, and, you know, the quality of life goes down the older they get. So, yeah, your choice. Just don't, you know, come crying to us when suddenly you get something like COPD. Please. And a lot of people just don't really do that, and they just want society to pay for their mistakes, and I'm like, why?
I want a back tattoo of a tree right now. Right now, it could mean stagnation and vulnerability is the idea of time, but later, I hope for it to be flourishing, fruition, and growth. That's a good one. That makes sense. I have a friend.
That's a good one, yeah.
I have a friend. I can't recite like the tattoo that he got in particular, but he was a massive fan of like Digimon as a kid, and Digimon had like I think it's like 7 symbols that all represent like part of your character. Like, I don't know, like honesty or friendship or stuff like that. Again, I can't recite it perfectly, but you get what I mean. Like, they all represent like important things that people should have. And what he did, and this is a really interesting idea, he got all 7 of the symbols like tattooed onto his back as line art. And he said that when he had like some major event that's like cemented that part of his character in his life, he would get that symbol in particular like colored in. And so like through that tattoo, it doesn't always have to represent Digimon. Like it represents more than that. It represents like an important part of his character in his life. Each one that gets colored in is like an important part of who he is, which I think is really cool.
That is super cool.
Yeah, really cool idea.
Wow. Yeah, and see, that's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. That's something worthwhile, you know? Something that actually represents something that will stick with you forever.
Yeah.
Like you in One Piece.
Yeah. No matter what happens to me in life, One Piece will always have been a major influence on who I am as a person. So, like, getting that tattoo doesn't always represent One Piece.
It also represents who you are as a person.
Yep.
Which, yeah, just all of that. Let's see, everyone's probably doing anything appointments. Yeah. It's also not something you have to probably get like right away.
Yeah.
Honestly, if
the longer you wait on it, the more certain you are that it's something you want.
Exactly. Like, a good idea will still be a good idea in 1 year, in 10 years. It'll still be something you'd be able to get behind. And if it changes overnight, then it probably wasn't a very good idea.
Yep.
God. Look at us just getting super real.
I like it, though. Sometimes you gotta have stream
Yeah.
because you can't have every stream be a bunch of dick jokes.
I mean, have you heard of these?
These?
Nuts? I'm bad at memes and I know it. I find most of them to be just vapid and too easily produced and I'm just not interested in them.
These nuts is funny, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the few ones. It's like, and this is one that's probably just for me, but I'm still stupid, like a stupid big fan of Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
That's a really good one.
I mean, I grew up with Scooby-Doo, and then there's this, and then Saitama comes along as well, and then there's this idea of Ultra Instinct, and somebody's like, oh hey, why don't we have Shaggy do that? And I was like, I am so 1000% in on this meme. It's so dumb, but I love it.
It's a goofy one. I've been trying to find a moment's mention Bofa. Where's Bofa? I also want face scars on my chest to symbolize Whitebeard's morals in One Piece, my favorite anime. He had so many on his chest, but his back was clean from never turning against anyone. I love that. I love Whitebeard as a character. He's a good old golden boy. That would be very cool too.
I mean, yeah, as a badass statement, that's pretty cool. I mean, real life doesn't work that way, which is why it feels like
symbolic
an
though.
Yeah, oh no, it totally is. It totally is. But I find the convenience of it for it being something just really cool from the story to be a little annoying to see in real life. I'm like, come on, that doesn't work that way.
I mean, like, even within the story, it was symbolic. Like, it had a tangible, real thing where it's like, yeah, Whitebeard was a fucking battler, and this is, like, representative of his time as a battler, but also represented who he was as a character.
Yeah, no, exactly. But then having that just added to the real world is just,
Well, I like
don't know.
it.
Fair. I'm not gonna say it's a bad character trait because he was a freaking badass. But yeah, this kind of also gets into, jeez, this cut can get really deep, and it involves in some part parasocial relationships, but that might be a bit deep for right now, I think. But yeah, it's the differentiating between the real world and well, the fictional one sometimes, and where some people just blur the lines a bit, and crazy stuff happens.
Listen, at the end of the day, none of us will blur lines the way Chris Chan did, so we have that going for us.
I heard of it. I have no idea what it's about, honestly.
Chris Chan has this whole theory that like the real world and the cartoon world are gonna have a dimensional merge and become one.
Wow. Wow. Okay, I can't.
And it's not a meme. He very legitimately, she very legitimately believes in that.
Trans, I think that?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Just making sure.
Both of my heart, Martin's giving you a hug. That's a much more wholesome version of that meme microwave.
Oh, that's cute. That is adorable, microwave.
All I'm saying is if the dimensional merge is real, I'm marrying Frankie. It's gotta happen.
If that happens, I'm looking up Midna. Just saying. Just saying. Like, if that happens, like, even from 2006, that is still my OG video game waifu.
If that ever happens, every cartoon character ever will have a horrible life of people chasing them
Yes!
down.
Every cartoon character
None will be safe!
None. Oh, man. Just, holy crap. They would have the problem that celebrities have now. They would legit have that problem. Oh.
Yeah, for sure.
About Pacifist as being a busted character?
Pacifist
And what?
Being who's are you saying? I'm confused by your question.
Yeah, same.
Robin, I fucking love Robin. Robin has a smile that could save the world, Nintendo, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she is still, in my opinion, and this is all, of course, opinion and personal taste and all that, so no opinion is like the one. But I go for more video game characters than I do anime characters personally. And I would sooner go for Edelgard from Fire Emblem or, as said, Midna. Oh, jeez. That's a second feint. Oh, wait, no, never. First feint. Never mind. Different one.
They fucking left. They just fainted and left. I hate when people do that. That's such a dick move.
Oh, come on. It's like... We talked about this before, I think, where you can not want to be burdened, but also where your opinion was like, no, you finished that fight.
Yeah, I mean, if you're dragging the team down, that's not the end of the world. If you're dragging the team down and then you just leave, if you take away a feint and leave, that's a big dick move. You deal with the reaction of your actions. You don't just run away from it like a child.
And that's part of... Jeez, now we're going back to the part of prepare to live with your decisions as an adult. Then we get right back to that.
God, Nintendo, I don't know if you're a manga reader, but if you are, like, the most recent chapter of One Piece with Robin was just such a mega pog moment. Wait, I just gave them a like. They didn't deserve a like. They fucking...
Repel fruit guy with bear paws that literally could repel... Okay.
Oh, Pacifist. You meant Kuma. You meant Kuma. The Pacifistas are the robots based off of him.
Got it. Oh, Pacifista. Right. Okay.
That guy, his power is potentially extraordinarily overpowered, but that's exactly why he was kind of taken out of the story by Oda. Like his character arc runs in line with the fact that him as a character kind of can't exist.
Yeah, he basically just overpowered. Yeah, I mean he just heck. I got up to and this is like years ago. I got up to the point in the anime where the time skip happened, and I got like 2 episodes beyond that. And just how he just, as he walks in on the Straw Hats, he just obliterates them and just teleports them all over the place to get stronger.
Yep.
And I'm like, wow. Yikes.
It's a Chad move right there, if ever there was one.
Right? It's like, okay, you guys aren't strong enough. You guys need to do this thing. Okay, time to actually kick you guys into a place where you can get stronger. And they did. And then I just lost interest in the series. I just couldn't bother anymore.
How much did I... Repelling feelings, air attacks. Come on, kick Goku's ass.
Yeah, he would kick Saitama's ass. Come on.
Real talk, though. Could Goku beat Luffy? Because Luffy doesn't take damage from impact attacks, and Goku doesn't know Haki. So could Goku beat Luffy? I don't think so.
I don't know. I think he would. Okay, and this comes down to the whole argument of like Batman's fighting anybody.
It's a stupid question. It's just a meme.
It is. In fact, Stan Lee himself put it the best way. It is whoever the writer wants to win that wins. Period.
Fuck.
That was Stan.
Again.
What?
I forgot to eat again.
Oh, well done. But yeah, no, that's Stan freaking Lee chiming on that from beyond the grave, that whoever the writer wants to win will win that fight.
Did I just get I think I'm on a quest to grab eggs.
Oh.
I don't even think this is a proper hunt.
Oops.
Yeah. No, we're killing them. Okay, good.
I want to steal their damn eggs. I want to fucking murder them. You can just take their eggs.
But yeah, man, fiction is an interesting realm, especially when you can just make any character as powerful as you want. And this is why I stopped with any kind of Dragon Ball stuff after Z, because it just got ridiculous, and I never even watched a single episode of Super. And I was freaking right, because what do we get? Some sort of new Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and then Super Saiyan Blue, and then suddenly Ultra Instinct. I'm like, come on, guys, really? Really? It was cool when you did the first Super Saiyan, and it got cool when you did Gohan versus Cell, but after that, it just became a little boring.
Well, it comes, like, I've thought about this a lot. Like, the thing that bothers me about, like, certain power-ups when it comes to anime is like the when it's just like a lateral increase in strength with no like real side effects, or like they don't have to get stronger as a character, they just get a buff and then they win, like that kind of thing bugs the shit out of me. The thing I like about like One Piece with like Luffy's power-ups is like they're all extensions of his existing powers and frequently have actual tolls on him. And I significantly prefer that over, oh, you're just stronger now. You're not better at martial arts. You're not any more skilled at your existing abilities. You're just stronger now. Go have fun, bud.
Yeah, and that's, same argument I just gave pretty much.
Luffy does get his ass kicked a lot too. That's a very real thing.
Even with hockey, huh?
Oh, I mean, the problem with hockey is that it keeps getting stronger, so Luffy has to keep improving.
Fair.
Hockey was never meant to be like a set strength. It always had room to grow. It was always established that way, and you're really seeing it where we're at right now.
Fair enough.
Having hockey is not the same as being good with hockey, and that's why I love hockey. It's a great power in that sense too.
In that sense, it's something, and of course, feel free not to answer because it's spoilery, but he basically forced his body to expel that poison that he was injected with during the prison arc.
Well, that wasn't hockey.
No, but that took a toll on his body and shortened his life by some years or something.
Yeah.
Right, and has there ever been any repercussions for that incurred?
Not necessarily repercussions, but it has had side effects. He's now basically immune to poison.
But it still shortened his life.
Yeah, I mean that's true. We're not going to see the effects of that.
Maybe it's he gets what Roger got when he got to One Piece.
It's entirely possible. I have no idea, obviously, but
it might just be that the plan. And this is just me thinking about this narratively, by the way. My thought is that once Luffy finally obtains One Piece and becomes the King of Pirates, he will soon after probably just kick the bucket because he's already achieved his goal and his character arc is over.
I think that's entirely a possibility. I don't think that's what's going to happen. A lot of people draw a lot of comparisons between Luffy and the Pirate King's journeys and like try to find similarities even with like characters, like trying to compare Garp to Smoker, which I know means nothing to you. But,
Garp. Right.
Like trying to Garp was like Luffy's the Pirate King's main marine rival, and so like people are like, okay, so Smoker is Luffy's Garp because Smoker is his main marine rival, and it's like I don't think we should draw comparisons that way because their journeys are very different at the end of the day.
Yep.
And I personally, at least like a way that I would want One Piece to end, and I'm never gonna be mad about the way it does end because Oda's the kind of guy who writes the story the way that he wants, and I love him for that. So I'm never gonna be upset with the way that he ends the story. But in my own opinion, the best outcome would be that Luffy, does complete his journey, but like Luffy's never been the kind of guy who wants to be the Pirate King for the title. He wants to be the Pirate King because that's the person who has the most freedom in the sea. And so for me, the end of One Piece is Luffy continuing on his journey, whatever that journey may lead him to. And that's just, we're left to believe that he continued adventuring because that's the kind of character that Luffy is. And sure, maybe he does die early as a result of that poison thing, but like that's not necessarily something we need to see.
It was a thought I had on the matter.
It's definitely possible. It's something that's been theorized a lot.
Yeah, and
how long is his life anyway? Rubber is a flexible substance, meaning based on how many people he aged, could significantly more youth than the average person. I mean, it's entirely possible.
I mean, also, here's the other thing, though. You can also flip that around. Rubber
decomposes eventually.
Yeah. Like, have you seen, like, old rubber, 70s rubber? Like, 1970s rubber, where you basically get the cracks on the surface.
Yeah.
It's still flexible.
Just not nearly as much.
Nope. And if you blow too hard through one of those rubber tubes, it will explode on you.
Yeah, rubber breaks at some point.
Yep. Rubber at some point just degrades.
But that also we're also running the assumption that Luffy's rubber works the same as normal rubber because, you know, the human body replaces its own cells over time. So maybe it replaces the damaged rubber over time.
Yeah, but then again, the human body also at some point can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And people get old.
And if that's the case, then he just ages like a normal human, doesn't he?
And then the rubber comes into play, and then you can only say we are not sure whether he'll be, you know, longer lived or shorter lived because of it. Because we don't know the effect of being rubber has on a human body. Which, by the way, as far as the powers, that's one of the things I will still think One Piece is really cool for. The sheer creativity with the devil fruits that exist.
They are awesome. The thing that I love about One Piece is the way that it handles powers. Like,
oh, that too.
Too many. I think too often we see like the story be based around those powers, and it's like. Devil fruits are not the story of One Piece. They're like just a really cool part of that world. And the thing I love especially about it is like those powers aren't only useful for like combat-based things. There's plenty of powers that, like Robin for example, uses her powers a ton outside of combat.
Oh yeah.
And same with Luffy. Luffy stretches for everything.
Yep.
It's not only a combat-based power, and there's the thing I love most about it is there's no limitations really placed on it. Like Luffy can always be rubber. It's not like he has a certain amount of elasticity that gets used up over time, and when he loses elasticity, his battles get more tough. Like the story of Luffy and his abilities is him getting better with them, not them having arbitrary limitations that can be broken later.
Yep, and also it's also as Nintendo says, flexible, strong, based on how you can literally rubberify his blood flow. Yeah.
Stretchivity.
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, Luffy will live however long Oda wants him to live. That's the same argument for any kind of narrative fight.
Yeah.
Unless we're talking like video games, we're pitting people of equal skill against each other with different characters, then it just depends entirely on the people's skill, and then you get something outside the narrative, and then you can finally get your Goku versus Saitama fight or Superman. I do want to say though, that while I don't always agree with their assessments, the Death Battle guys do try to put a lot of effort into comparing characters. If you ever heard of them.
I don't watch those kinds of videos. I avoid them actively.
All right,
it's just not my kind of thing.
Fair, absolutely. I'm just saying, like, for the sake of argument, they do try to compare power sets. And then they make some, fight out of it. And then just theoretically try to prove which character would win. That basically is all it comes down to.
Oh, I adore Ben Beckman. Like, Shanks' whole crew is all badasses. Like, so as far as I've seen, no one in Shanks' crew has devil fruit powers. They're all just complete. That's the thing I love about Haki, too. Is, like, for the longest time, it kept being this question of, like, what is the limitation of a normal person without devil fruits? Because, like, at some point, the guy who can turn into light and go light speed outclasses a normal human. And that's when Oda introduced Haki, and it's like everybody can have Haki. It's not limited to devil fruit users, and that's why Garp is one of the strongest characters in the lore, because Garp just has crazy powerful Haki and no devil fruit power. I love
and that's not even counting his freaking physical strength.
Nope.
That's just him just being stupid powerful, and then there's a Haki that's like, oh.
Yeah, he's hardly used Haki outside of flashbacks, like.
Right? I remember that bit, at least. No, Garp's a badass.
Yeah, Garp's he's a dude and a half.
Yep, and it's like, here's all these strong characters ever introduced up to so many points, and it's like, they've not fought Garp yet.
That's another thing I love about One Piece, and I've talked about this before. The fact that strong characters stay strong.
Yeah.
I really hate seeing in Shonen where like Black Clover has this problem, like nobody's fucking business. They'll introduce these characters and it's like, oh my god, they're so strong. It's impossible that Asta can beat them. And then he fucking beats them anyway. And it's like, okay, who is strong? Is anybody actually strong?
And it's and then
all these characters that you set up as powerful get their fucking ass clapped, you know?
clapped.
Strength means nothing in that world.
It doesn't. It's
But with One Piece, it's like Akainu is still a real fucking threat.
Yep.
Garp is still a real fucking threat. He's been strong since he was introduced.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Luffy could beat Garp. I have my doubts. Garp's a fucking veteran Haki user.
Yeah, and that's a funny thing, which I see best illustrated in the Discworld series. Like, there's a profession, like when there's a profession where somebody actually grows old in that profession, where normally all the young people die in that profession, you respect the hell out of that old man.
True that.
Because they learn to do that work and stay alive. You know, you do not fight those people.
Garp fought the goddamn Pirate King. You think that boy's gonna be beat by Luffy? Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
Nope. Just based on just him being that old and experienced and still being a freaking badass despite being old, yeah, no, he ain't gonna goddamn touch him. Yep.
Good shit.
He did, Nintendo. Certainly did. Jeez, how many years has it been since I actually watched One Piece? Frick. Mac, how long ago was the time skip roughly in the anime?
Oh, it's been a very long time. I think I can only tell you in terms of chapters because I know that better. The time skip happened around chapter 600. The One Piece is now at chapter 1021, so it's a little less than half of the total story has happened post time skip.
There you go. See, and I stopped that time skip. So you know, just from my reference, I guess. Jeez, that's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a very long time.
Yup.
When I started reading One Piece, the time skip had already happened, and I was 15.
Yeah, and I only got the manga, so sorry, not the manga, not the manga, the anime. Oh wow, oops.
What's that?
No, just one person fainted, and
I mean, this is a tough monster. I'm actually uncertain if I'll be able to not faint here because I've only fought this thing a couple times.
yeah, I have not fought this thing at all.
Pretty tough, not gonna lie. Not like Elder Dragon tough, but
No, but they are just annoying to deal with, especially with the webs. And so
yeah, this thing will shoot
adds,
out like it has different phases. Like it'll strip its webs off, and that's like a different phase entirely.
I have seen it. It is a giant pain. Man, I can tell I've been talking for over 2 hours. Jeez.
It looks like everybody else is speaking rapidly, so I'm kind of on my own here. That's fine. I was in my teens then. Yeah, it's a long time ago. Oh shit! Don't do that. Oh, spicy hot.
Oh!
Holy shit!
Oh, boy,
I
that's the
am
problem.
barely alive.
Yep.
That's a tick of health left.
Yep.
Shit. I'll do that again. I won't get hit by that attack again.
I should crash your stream more often, Mac.
I mean, it's like I said before. It's especially good during Little Monster Hunter.
I know.
I'm just gonna talk about random shit either. I don't have to talk about this game at all. It's fucking shit's happening on the screen. Just don't worry about it.
Nah, it's not even important. There's a
Max
giant
gonna
dragon
kill
in your
shit.
face.
Max gonna blast some shit with his elemental discharge. Just don't worry about it.
Nah, it's fine. Oh, wow, somebody's fighting with a greatsword. Jeebus. Respect to them. I cannot use that weapon.
I've gotten decently good at the greatsword. You just you have to be really smart about placing your hits.
Yeah, and I have no patience for that. Also, I love that guy's name, or girl, I don't even know. Ace Ventura. That's a technical.
Good old set of movies.
Oh, yeah.
Law was introduced when I was 15 or so, therefore probably almost 8 years. Yeah. God, I love Law. What a good dude.
I only know him from little bits. He's a searching guy, right?
Yeah. I mean,
don't
you
know.
would have only seen him at the Archipelago, but he's been like a major part of like the post time skip arc. He came into play on the second island post time skip and is still in play to this day.
Nice. Also part of the Armada. That
And he's a total fucking heartthrob. He's not part of Luffy's Armada.
Oh, he isn't? Oh, I thought he
No,
was.
he's still separate. They're just alliance. They're just they've been in an alliance for like like 10 years.
Yeah, fair. So I will say though, that, like time in One Piece has not passed as fast as it does for us.
No, of course not. It's only been a few months for them, but
But yeah, I don't even know what his power is. He can cut anything or something?
his powers are a bit hard to explain. He can create a room where he has full control over everything. So he can make things float, he can take things apart, he can stick them back together without killing people. He has all kinds of abilities, but they're only within that room. He can't use them outside of it.
Ah, that's why the surgeon. Now that explains it. He can basically just do anything within that room and just, you know.
Exactly. The like translation for his name is like for his fruit's name is the Operation Fruit. Like it's a very like vague power. It just has a lot of uses.
Yeah.
It
Stupid.
cannot. It's not one that can be easily explained. Like this one turns you into rubber.
Right? No, but I get it. I totally get it. Like, hell, I dissected the rest of it just by your explanation, so I think I got a fairly good idea.
Mr. Marine that pulls rocks out of his face, like his name is Madara. I don't know who Madara is, but yeah, Fujitora is pretty sick too. Blind old bat pulling meteors out of the sky.
Yeah.
I love Fujitora because like I love the Marines who are good Marines. Like I love also that the Marines are not like always a bad force. It's just that there are bad Marines. Like Fujitora is a good Marine. Smoker's a good Marine. Sometimes they'll align themselves with Luffy if it's for the greater good. Because Luffy isn't inherently a bad dude, and they know that.
Yep. He just wants to live life a different way. And anybody who gets in his way, like, you know, the world nobles, they will get punched in the face.
Yeah, if you try to kidnap my friend, I'll destroy your fucking island. Don't mess with me.
Yep. Pretty much.
Madara is one of the greatest ninjas in Naruto that fought a whole army. Oh, gotcha. I don't know Naruto lore, so. That
Oh,
went straight over my
Madara.
head.
Oh, right. Yep. Madara. Yep, that's Naruto. I was totally on a different freaking topic that I didn't even think Naruto.
Where's this
But yeah,
big
that
dumb
would
spider?
but basically for context, Mac Madara is the big bad in Naruto.
Oh, gotcha.
That's all you need to know. Beyond that, he is just boring. He is. He
Sounds like
legit
a good
is.
villain.
No, he's like his motivation. Like his motivations are for any kind of character. Usually, actually, not that bad. He wants to create a better like ninja populace or something. He
What
wants
his
to make it
means by
better.
which of doing that is just killing all the ones that are weak, I'm guessing.
Yeah, in part, but he also basically wants to make the world better by just plunging it into an eternal illusion, and then people eventually will just die of starvation.
That doesn't really sound like a better world at all.
It does not, but that's what he sees with all the strife going on. Like, well, might as well murder the world. Bye now.
The world would be better without humans. Hey, that's me. That's me as a villain. That's me
So
as
yeah,
a
like
person.
I like the world. We need to fix a bunch of stuff about it, but I don't think it's broken to a point where, yeah.
I agree. I like the world. I just think that humans are bad for it. So if we're just dead, then, you know.
Yeah.
Madara wants to Matrixify the Naruto world. sounds good.
Yeah.
You'll
that's
be an
pretty much
energy
it.
source and you will like it.
Not even that. You're not even an energy source. You just basically just stand there and die after like a week of malnutrition. Or even sooner, considering you're not even drinking.
Oh, what the fuck? Ooh, that's a hot fire. That's the one almost killed me before I got to not get hit by that again. Oh shit, he's gonna fire again! Ho ho!
Uh-oh. Yeah, oh! Okay. Close call, buddy. Close call.
It's alright. I made it out.
You did. Ugh. Yeah, I should probably start.
This is gonna be my last hunt of the day, I think.
Yeah, I'll stick around till the end of the stream at least. I've been here most of the time anyway.
And it was nice of you to join us.
Yeah, I'm happy to do so.
Uh-oh. Ow.
Because every time I do, it's a good time.
I got hit by a sack.
You did! I'm like 2 seconds behind. It's like... Okay, let's see how Max screws... Oh, there he is. Yep.
Oh, well, alright. It wasn't me that fainted. I did good.
You did good.
I did good.
You did a good. Don't worry about it.
What other games do you play? I play all kinds of shit. I'm constantly cycling games in and out. Right now I'm playing through Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Every Thursday I'm working my way through the FromSoft library games. We just beat Dark Souls 2 last week. I'm starting Bloodborne on Thursday. I play Monster Hunter every now and then. Not as often as I probably should. And I also do other kinds of streams where I open cards and shit. I mostly do Magic cards. This past week we did Pokemon cards. It was a lot of fun. But I play all kinds of stuff. It's difficult to quantify.
Yep, agreed.
But I mean, if you are curious, I do have a channel that I post VODs to. So if you wanted to look at that to get some idea of the kind of things that I approach, I can point you in the direction of that, and I'll give you a good idea. Let me just pull that up, and I'll just read through a bunch of the games that I played through recently. No, that's not right. That's wrong. There you are. See, this is my VOD channel. You don't have to subscribe to it. I'm just for context of what I play. But like we got Cooking Simulator VR on here. Final Fantasy 14. I was playing that a lot for a while. I'll probably pick it back up again at some point because I do enjoy it. I played Valheim. Microsoft Flight Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator, Elite Dangerous, Dead Cells, Going Under. There's no limits. I'll play anything. It's whatever interests me. But
Would you
that was a live stream, wasn't it?
Have you actually also played not Doki Doki Literature Club? What's the other one? Nekopata. There you go.
No, I have not. I have played Doki Doki Literature Club.
Fair. I've only ever seen playthroughs of that one, so I'm like, you know what? I'm good. Hard pass.
That was one of the last playthroughs I did on my channel before I just discontinued them entirely, and it was a really good one. If I remember correctly, it was coming out simultaneously with Twilight Princess. But I don't remember.
Wow.
Clearly.
Oh, the HD remake, you mean?
Yes.
All right, I was about to say, like, this was not 2006.
I wasn't streaming back then.
Exactly. I wasn't streaming back then. Hell, I didn't start until 9 years later.
Yeah, Euro Truck Simulator with a wheel apparatus that makes it very cool and epic.
Show us the thing, Mac.
I'm not gonna. It's on the ground in a box,
good.
but yes, I do play Euro Truck. I have a wheel that I plug in to play Euro Truck Simulator. I don't use it for racing games at all. I use it for fucking Euro Truck.
And you don't have to.
And I have a great time doing it, but. I rate the sleep-inducing powers of the stream 1 out of 10. Not your best one. I'm surprised. Well, I guess if you were too engaged in the conversation, then that would break it. I was gonna say I would think it would be a good one because the conversation was very like, I don't know, just it was a lot of conversation. But I suppose if you were that invested in it, it was. We talked about a lot of stuff today, a lot of emotional stuff.
I mean,
you know, I should just instead of like, you know, since I'm so bad at opening up to people emotionally, I'll just start sending them live streams like this. Like, here's me emotionally. You can figure it out from here. Do the goddamn research before you become friends with me. Watch 3 hours of live stream before you're allowed to interact.
So who's the other weird guy talking to you? What with the weird voice? Oh yeah, don't worry about him.
Joe.
Also, more of this stuff. Break Room Nachos.
Oh yeah, I do have a podcast where we get into. I mean, we don't get into deep conversations that much, but we do get into a lot of conversations. So
exactly, and that's another one. If you want to just listen to Mac talk, Break Room Nachos. I can recommend it.
If you look up Break Room Nachos, yeah, we're on Spotify, or we come up at the top of results because it's a super weird name. So. But yeah, thanks for joining today, guys, and Kenan, thank you for popping in, giving us some fodder to speak about and what have you.
You are, of course, very welcome. And if you ever have another one of those, feel free to give me a poke and be like, hey, I want somebody to talk to on stream. You know, I'm going to be okay with that.
Sean just sent me a video that says homeless man does Breaking Bad impression for food. So I'm going to go look into that.
Wow, that sounds like a trip.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night. We'll be back on Wednesday. I don't know what we'll be playing. If I figured out where I need to go in Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, we'll probably be playing that. But otherwise, I have no idea. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.